strong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. That's the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, Phillies magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin a very important 3-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies. We're back home at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Folks, last time I called a pitch, it was quite emotional. The Orioles down 7-0 in the 7th inning against Tarik Skubal, of all guys. Somehow, at that point of the ballgame, having been outscored 21-0 over the span of less than 24 hours, the Orioles somehow fought back. Man, did they fight back. They fought back in a way that we have not seen in well over a decade. It was something special. Now, after an off day, and the trade stove, the hot stove, is heating up, folks. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You'll burn yourself. You don't want to get one of those 2nd or 3rd degree burns. The Orioles have actually already made a transaction. They have acquired a catcher. In fact, speaking of Tarik Skubal, Skubal's personal catcher. He was for the Tigers the last few years. Jake Rogers has joined the team, and Chadwick Tromp has been unceremoniously cut. So at the moment, we have Joel Pozo. I've been calling him Yoel. Forgive me for just relying on phonics. Joel Pozo, who's a very good story. And now Jake Rogers joining the catching core here for the Orioles. Now, what does that transaction mean? There's a couple of different ways to look at it. One is good for depth with our 2 main catchers out right now. The other is, are we adding him to be the second guy if we're going to move a guy like Adley? Adley's been rumored. I want to believe that he's not going, but we're going to have to just wait it out, folks. It's going to be a pretty anxiety-fueled weekend, I would imagine. Very important series, trade deadline. It's all happening this weekend. I hope we're ready for what is to come, folks. I don't know. There's a lot of other news to talk about, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it all before the first pitch. So in lieu of that, let's first talk about the pitching matchup and the starting lineup here for Game 1, and then I'll address whatever I can in the time remaining before first pitch. Folks, the Orioles will be sending Brandon Young out to start, a record of 8-2, going for his 9th win. He's had a fantastic season, ERA in the low 3s, 3.13, a 1.29 whip. He should pass 100 innings tonight. He's at 97 2/3, having given up 92 hits, 80 strikeouts to 34 walks, and 9 home run balls for Brandon Young. For the Phillies, just having been called up today, recalled, Andrew Painter. And Painter has been, over the past few years, one of the top pitching prospects in the Phillies farm system. He has not quite figured it out yet in the show, though, and that's why he has been in AAA. The numbers in the bigs this season are not good, and we hope they stay that way. It would be really tough to not be one of many teams to get to Andrew Painter this season. He has a record of just 1 win to 8 losses. His ERA is over 7.06, and a whip over 1.5, 1.66. He's gone 65 innings, giving up 84 hits. That's a bunch, plus 24 walks, 14 home run balls. That is about 1 per 4.5 innings, like 2 per 9. It's been a bad season for Andrew Painter. And, folks, we have to go after this season's National League starter in the All-Star game, Christopher Sanchez, for tomorrow's game. And then we face another multi-time All-Star, Zach Wheeler, Cy Young Award runner-up a few times over as well, Zach Wheeler on Sunday. So you would think that beyond just the obvious that we want to keep the momentum going and wins are important, we want to win every game. But you look at this pitching matchup and you look at what the rest of the weekend looks like, we really need this offense to step up and not let something that has happened to this team far too often over the past couple of seasons, and that is let a pitcher who has not put up very good numbers suddenly figure it out against us. We cannot let that happen tonight. I'll be quite upset if it did. But the Orioles are hopefully going to be pretty hyped after winning the way they did in that finale in Detroit. They've had some time to rest. The bullpen should be rested and ready to go. And we also have an off day after this 3-game series. So that bodes nicely in terms of using that bullpen. And, if we got to go to a guy a second time or whatever, back-to-back days, whatever, we should be able to do that with, again, coming off an off day and another one on Monday. For whatever reason, we have an off day right in between this 6-game homestand. It's kind of a strange place to put an off day, just 3 days after having one and already being at home and not going anywhere. But anyway, we'll take it. By the way, the Orioles are 2.5 out of that wild card spot, I believe, coming into today. But we are also 1 less game played than the Guardians, who have that final wild card spot at the moment. Plus the few teams that are ahead of us, I believe the Twins, the Mariners, and the Astros last time I checked. So we do have a game in hand. In the loss column is where it counts, folks, and we're doing better in the loss column. So let's continue to win, shall we? Here's the starting lineups. For the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, Trey Turner will play shortstop and bat leadoff. Kyle Schwarber, very dangerous home run hitter. He's up to 33 already this season. He's DHing and batting second. Bryce Harper will play first base and hit third. Alec Boehm is the cleanup hitter at third base. Brandon Marsh, get a haircut, left field. He'll bat fifth. JT Realmuto will do the catching and bat sixth. Bryson Stott will man second base and hit seventh. In right field, it is Gabriel Rincones Jr. Don't know too much about him, but he is only batting 171 and 82 at-bats on the season. Hasn't had a whole lot of playing time. Might be a recent call-up this month. And is it Justin Crawford? Justin Crawford is going to be in center field batting ninth for the Phillies. Now for your Baltimore Orioles. Leading off and in left field is Dylan Beavers. Pete Alonso will play first base and bat second. Gunnar Henderson at shortstop will hit third. Taylor Ward will DH and hit cleanup. Will Taylor Ward still be on this team come the end of the day Monday? We'll see. Leody Taveras in right field. He's hitting fifth. Jackson Holliday, who's been red hot, he's got his average up to 260. He's raised it about 40 points over the past 3 or 4 games. Just going off 2-hit game, 4-hit game, 2-hit game. Holiday at second base, he's hitting 6th. Kobe Mayo at third base will bat 7th. Colton Cowser and that center field glove, we need that. He'll hit 8th. And Joel Pozo batting 9th and doing the catching. Orioles come into this ball game 3 games under 500. Still waiting to get to that 500 mark. If we sweep the Phillies, we get there. In fact, if we were to do that, the Phillies would leave town only 1 game up on us for the entire season, which seems crazy to think. The Phillies, they have been struggling lately. I think they've dropped like 9 of their last 12. They lost a series against a Marlins team that had dropped themselves like 12 games in a row. Their offense has been sputtering, and we need to take advantage of the Phillies while they are struggling. They've lost 3 in a row. They are now 7 games out of first place in the National League East with the Braves on top. Yeah, if we do what we have to do, the Phillies are probably going to have to pretty much start thinking the division is not really a realistic goal, and that just wild card seeding at this point for them. Again, I'm only just breaking it down the way it looks. I'm not sitting here trying to say the Phillies are... They're going to be a tough opponent. We got to play good baseball. We got to play good baseball against every team because we haven't been good enough to flex and take any series lightly. Every series, we need to be at our best. Our defense, man, our defense really needs to come together. If it does, I feel like this team can do the unthinkable and reach October. We know the starting pitching outside of Dean Kramer has been good. We might be getting some help there in that department, a replacement for Kramer. One way or another. Chris Bassett, by the way, is confirmed to be 1 to 2 starts, rehab assignment starts away from coming back into the equation. Whether or not he goes into the rotation or not is yet to be seen, but at least he'll be an option. But, of course, the Orioles... According to Mike Elias, our situation is that we're not going to put everything into one bucket. That's using his terminology. You see, folks, there are buckets. There's the sell bucket and the buy bucket. And I guess typically a team decides which bucket to use. According to Elias, we're going to be using both buckets. We might see players go, and we might see players come in. And for what it's worth, Rock Kabatko, Oriole beat writer, he was asked in a mailbag question if he put the over-under at 2.5 for number of trades the Orioles are going to execute during this deadline. He said over, and it's not even close. Rock Kabatko is expecting lots of activity for this team in the coming days. I mean, hell, we might find out something during the ball game here. Adley Rutschman is going to start hitting tomorrow, folks, and he should be starting a rehab assignment next week. That is good news for Adley. Hopefully that rehab assignment won't need to be more than 2 or 3 games, and then he can come back to us. There's a nice breakdown, I think, from Jake Rill about all the other injury updates. There are quite a few. First pitch is how long away now? Is it just 5 after? Okay, let me just go over this one real quick, and then we'll focus on the game here. Where is that tweet? All right, here are the sort of simplified updates on the players currently injured. Samuel Basayo is going to be hitting within a couple of days. That's what I'm just telling you what I'm reading. Don't ask me anything beyond what I'm reading, because your interpretation and mine are going to be just as, who knows? I don't know. But he's going to start hitting within a couple of days, Samuel Basayo. Adley Rutschman will start hitting tomorrow, potentially rehab game next week. I already said that. Felix Bautista will be throwing a live BP next week. And so he's still on course to potentially be a part of things in September. Colin Selby, who we haven't really been tracking much, but Selby's season is pretty much done with season-ending shoulder labrum surgery. Also, Ryan Mountcastle, we got an update about him. His rehab assignment that he was set to start a couple of nights ago was sidelined with a oblique issue, and they're already saying that's a couple of months. So Mountcastle's season is effectively done with. It's unfortunate. It's a lost season for Mountie. Ryan Helsley is now throwing. That's all it says. Ryan Helsley now throwing. What that means, I don't know. Blaze Alexander, bone is still healing. And then Chris Bassett again, 1 to 2 more rehab starts. And then should be coming back to the team after that. All right, folks. A reminder to everybody here, please do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. And get ready to get synced up with me for the ball game. In fact, where is the ball game? I could hear the music in the background, like the waiting to start event music. And now I've just gone back and opened up the game, and it's just a black window. What the hell happened? I gotta refresh it. I thought I had this ready to go. Now BW's got to scramble. I'm always scrambling, folks. I don't like scrambling. Not even eggs. Do we have a game here? Okay, that's concerning. Right. I'm going to have to once again go off stream and figure this out. I am very, very sorry, folks. We'll bring it over to this screen here. And if the game begins before I can start calling it, at least you've got that information on your screen. But I've got to go back under the hood here and figure this out. Be right back. By the way, because the last game I caught was quite insane, I did go back to check out some of the highlights. I can't help it sometimes, folks. I mean, you get a game like that, even me calling the game, it might sound like I'm a little too full of myself to go back and listen myself call some of those events in the game, but I did notice, and I can't quite figure out what it is because I'm looking at the volume level of this microphone right now, and it is right in that yellow area between the green and the red where it should be good. But I noticed when I was listening to the last game, like the microphone was picking up stuff like crazy. Like it was one of those ASMR microphones. Like you could hear like my lips smacking, like just everything. And I don't know why. It's I don't like that. But what can you do? All right, so I've actually got two versions of the game up. Brandon Young. This one looks like it's the one that's ahead. Let's go with this one. Brandon Young. By the way, the Orioles are wearing their City Connect jerseys tonight. It is a Friday night home game. Brandon Young going for win number 9. Folks, if you're going to be watching this game while I'm calling it, you're going to want to do yourself a favor, and after the first pitch, pause your game, because I'm probably going to be behind you. And the best way to take care of that, pause your game after that first pitch, wait for me to catch up and call that first pitch, and once I've done that, I just closed the damn thing. Crap. Hold on a sec, folks. I'm sorry. But that's how you do it. You might have to need to do it for the second batter or the third. But I just hit the wrong damn button, and I screwed up. Give me a moment, please. Okay, folks. Wow, we've already got a base runner on for the Phillies. My apologies for the late start. Trey Turner has reached base. This game is underway. Turner with a single on an infield hit to Mayo over at third base. Kyle Schwarber is the batter right now. And stand by. Schwarber. First pitch is ball 1. Okay, this is not ideal. I got to tell you. I got one stream that's ahead of the other, which I want to use. But that one continues to lag while the one that's farther behind is at least steady. So I got to decide which one to pick here. Sorry, folks. Off to not the best start. Hopefully not too many new people here, seeing how much of a unprofessional setup we've got going on. But Schwarber is at the plate, and the count is 3-1 on him right now. Okay, let's see. That pitch is... Okay, that's a ball 3 right there. I'm going to have to go with this farther behind thing. All right, folks, so here's the deal. I'm going to be farther behind. I'm just going to have to be farther behind. So I'm just seeing ball 2 to Schwarber. I called a 3-1 count about a minute ago. I just saw the count that makes it 2-1. So the next batter is Bryce Harper. For him... For his first pitch, do me a favor, pause your game if you're watching. If you're just listening to me, it doesn't matter. But Bryce Harper, when he comes up, pause your game after his first pitch, okay? Allow me to catch up and call that pitch, and then unpause, and we'll be synced up. We will be about 30 seconds or so, maybe 45, behind live, but if we're all synced up, it doesn't matter. Just, if you're going to be here... This is the way to do it, okay? So it's 3-1 right now on Kyle Schwarber, even though I'm quite certain this at-bat has already finished. But that's where I'm at, and this is the best I got, folks. Hope you can adjust as necessary. We're going to be behind, but if we're all on the same timeline or whatever, then it doesn't really matter, right? Just... Stop looking at your phone. The info on the screen should be still not a spoiler. I'll check on that here. It's a 3-1 count now to Schwarber, which it was like 2 minutes ago when I told you, and it's a swing and a miss. It's a full count. Yeah, it's definitely behind because it's already showing a full count up here on that board. Damn it. Ugh. Folks, I want us to get the best possible experience here. It might require me to work on it during the next half inning. But there's ball 4. So Schwarber has just walked, and Young is in trouble here. First 2 base runners have reached for the Phillies. First and second, nobody out for Bryce Harper. Harper is hitting .252 with 22 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Young from the belt, and the first pitch to Harper is swung on. That ball's foul on the first base side. Nice play by the ball boy over there on a hard grounder his way. 0-1 to Harper. Next pitch. That ball swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Looking for our first out here. Young's thrown 10 pitches. And the 0-2 is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, folks, if you're just arriving, I have to apologize. The game I'm watching is probably a full minute behind if you're watching. And you're going to be spoiled like crazy. You're going to be like 2 batters ahead of me. So we need to get synced up. 1-2 pitch. That ball's hit to left. That ball's dropping. It's a base hit. And coming in to score is Trey Turner. The Phillies have taken a 1-0 lead. 3 batters have reached on a hit, a walk, and another hit. Not a good start for Brandon Young. Phillies have scored, and they haven't made an out yet. Here comes Alec Bohm. Oh, my. First pitch to Bohm is grounded foul on the third base side. So, folks, you with me? Are we going to be able to enjoy this together despite the delay? I hope so. Mods, you might want to put in something into the chat maybe every 10 or 15 minutes to advise folks that the stream is behind and that they should, you know what to do. You know what to say. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-1 to Bohm is hit in the air. Center field. Cowser just moves back a little bit, and tagging and going to third base is Schwarber. So that is a productive out for the Phillies. The runner at third now with only 1 away. First and third. 1 run already in. Brandon Marsh is due up next. Brandon Marsh. First pitch to him is a curveball. It misses. A little bit off the plate, belt high for ball 1. Marsh hitting .280. He has 16 homers, driven in 47. Former extra on the show Duck Dynasty, Brandon Marsh. pitch off the plate, and Young has fallen behind here. Young is struggling here in this first inning. Double play ball would really be nice. Here's a ball hit on the ground. Could be, well, we're going to have one play. Holiday spins and throws to first to get the only out he could. It's going to be an RBI ground out for Marsh. And the Phillies now have a 2-0 lead. There are 2 down with Bryce Harper now at second base. Well, we're behind the 8 ball, folks. Right out of the gate. We've got work to do. JT Realmuto is at the plate. Looks at a strike. Veteran catcher. And yeah, it's one pitch ahead of me over here. I got to look into that. That's even bad. Wow. I'm so sorry, folks. Ground ball, foul on the third base side. I'm going to try to go in there and delay that animation graphic a few extra seconds, and hopefully that'll help. But I'm going to need to refresh these things in order for the changes to take effect. So let's refresh this. 0-2 pitch, grounded foul up the third base line. Realmuto still with an 0-2 count. Oh, was there a bad pitch? Did I miss a B-bag opportunity? Darn it. We have 2 outs, we have 2 strikes, but we've let in 2 runs. We need to put a tourniquet on this inning right now. That pitch off the plate, a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the Orioles, after what they did on Wednesday afternoon, oh, this pitch, trying to tail back over the outside corner belt high. Pozo is going to challenge it. I think it might be a ball by just a bit. Oh, it is. Well, we're down 1 challenge already. 0.7 of an inch out of the zone. It would have been strike 3 had we gotten that call reverse. It would have ended the inning, but instead we lose a challenge. The count is 2-2. Young is ready in the pitch. Swung on and missed. And darn it, we wasted a challenge. We got that 3rd strike on the next pitch. The inning is over, but the Phillies get to work. The first 3 batters reach, and 2 of them come in to score. At the end of half an inning, it's the Phillies 2, and the Orioles are coming up. All right. Okay, so has that... I'll keep an eye on this. I have no idea if those changes are going to take effect. Folks, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I wish I could call games with the kind of professionalism and accuracy as my buddy over here. You're on, buddy.
Cruz is ready. So is Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
On the way. Ball 4. Ball 4. Oh, no. They said he swung.
Whoops.
I have a look at that. I don't think he swung.
Whoops. Good call.
I take that back. Yes, he did.
All right. He is in top form. 30 years experience. I can see it. I can tell. Folks, the Orioles will be sending up Dylan Beavers, Pete Alonso, and Gunnar Henderson. Are you talking about me or the guy we were listening to there, Johnny? Hopefully I'm sounding okay. I'm more self-conscious about how this microphone's too good. All right, folks, are you ready? Andrew Painter on the mound. First pitch to Beavers, low and in, and it goes all the way to the backstop. That's a good sign. Hey, folks, I know we just met, but do me a favor and show me your Beavers.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
241 average for Beavers, a couple of homers, 18 RBI. 1-0. That's a strike, a slider at the knees from Painter. You'd think a name like Painter would make you a good pitcher, because that's what you want to do. You want to paint. This ball's grounded foul on a sweeper. 1-2 on Beavers. I hate being this far behind. Oh, I forgot to even monitor. All right, so the next pitch is coming in, and it's already showing a ball, isn't it? Oh, that's okay. The fourth pitch is low. Now, is it going to pop up here in a few seconds? Should be a 2-2 count. And I'm hoping that'll pop up here before the next pitch. The 2-2 pitch. That one's stroked to right. That one's down in the corner. It is a fair ball. Beavers rounds first. He'll make it to second standing. A leadoff double, and the Orioles are ready to respond. Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Beavers has a leadoff double, his 12th two-bagger of the season. Painter left that one right out over the heart of the plate, and Beavers turned on it right down the right field line. He flashes the wings. All right, we've got Pete Alonso up with a runner in scoring position. And he looks at a tough sweeper on the front door, just hitting the inside edge for strike one. Come on, Pete.
A polar bear stirs.
22 homers for Pete, 67 RBI. That one's crushed. Please be fair. That ball is foul. Oh, my. Painter, part of his problems pitching this season in the bigs. His four-seam fastball, opponents are hitting over 400 off of it. He's really been hit around. And Alonso just about got us level on one swing. This one gets away to the backstop. Dylan Beavers moves up to third base. We've got a run 90 feet away with nobody out. The count now 1-2 on Alonso. Painter, that's the second wild one. The first one, nobody was on base yet, but that's the second time he's let a ball get so far away the catcher couldn't even stop it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Alonso goes out to right center. That ball's traveling. That ball is gone! Bye, birdie! The polar bear with another Oppo Taco, his 23rd of the season, and the Orioles have tied it up lickety-split. It's 2-2 in the first. 11 opposite field home runs, most in baseball.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Gunnar grounds off a ball foul. And yeah, Painter left that up and away, and Alonso said, I'll take it away. And what a catch by a fan leaning over the railing of the first row of those bleachers in right center. Caught it with a glove. Here's a ground ball to second. Gunnar will be retired. That's the first Oriole out. Oh, Gunnar. Gunnar the cooler. Gunner needs to be hired by a casino to stop people from winning at tables. Just stand next to the guy. All right, Taylor Ward. Gunner, I love you, buddy. You'll figure it out someday. Ward looks at a strike at 98 from Painter. 0-1.
Taylor?
Oh, Frank. Tough love, Frank. Tough love. Here's a sweeper that comes back over the inside edge for strike 2. Taylor Ward gets an 0-2 pitch, and this one is going to be a little flare right to second base. And Bryson Stott makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. G.E. Wilson doesn't even watch Gunner's at-bats anymore. That's his bathroom break. That's when you go to the fridge for another natty bow. Here's a called strike to Leody Taveras. Switch hitter batting lefty against the righty Painter. Average down to 236, and this one fouled straight back. Made a couple of people sitting behind the plate there flinch. Folks, don't flinch if you sit behind home plate. It's a bad look. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Bases empty, 2 down. We are in the first inning, both teams with 2 runs on the board. Hopefully Brandon Young is going to lock in while Painter continues to throw a couple of meatballs up there. He's thrown a couple up there already in this inning. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's no meatball. That's a slider breaking down and in, and Taveras strikes out. The inning is over, but the Orioles do respond as quickly as one can. Batter 1 reaches base. Batter 2 ties it up with a 2-run homer. Pete Alonso. We go to the second inning, 2-2 ball game. All right. Oh, don't talk to me how Painter looked really good. I don't want to hear it. Ugh. Is that setting us up for... Let's just, come on. We responded, okay? And I saw a couple of meatball pitches in that inning, including Alonso's homer. So I'm feeling fine. I'm not going to suddenly worry about a guy who's gone 1-8 this season with an ERA over 7, and in his first inning gives up 2 runs. I don't want to go down that line of thinking. If you don't mind, folks, we've got 75 likes already. Fantastic. I haven't even brought it up yet, but we got about twice as many people here right now as we do likes. Do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. We got a break here in the action. And again, if you are just arriving, do mind that if you are watching while listening to me call it, I am way behind, okay? So far behind that you must either sync up with me or not try to watch this while I'm calling it, because it's just going to drive you nuts. So once again, to get synced up, first batter of the next inning, Bryson Stott. After his first pitch, if you see it and I haven't called it, pause your game right after that first pitch, and then wait for me to catch up and call it. And then once I've done so, and there it is, that first pitch to Stott is a called strike. If that took too late to explain, then the next batter, first pitch, do the same thing. Pause after the first pitch. Here's a ground ball. Holiday will field it cleanly over at second. And Stott is gone on 2 pitches. Brandon Young had to throw 24 pitches to get through that first inning. So a quick inning here would be very, very good. Very nice. He is facing the bottom of the order. Here is Gabriel Rincones Jr., and he looks at a heater right down the middle. Rincones, again, hasn't had a whole lot of playing time, only batting .171 with a couple of homers, 7 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. And this 0-1 pitch is close, but called a ball. I'm now given the pleasure of seeing the Oriole broadcast booth tonight. You've got the two Titans, Kevin Brown and Ben McDonald, on the call tonight. I wish something would happen to my stream that would just kick this game ahead like 4 pitches so I could be a little more caught up. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Rincones, and that's a curveball for a called strike. 2-2 the count. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. I said pleasure. There's a called strike 3, a straight fastball, and a 2-2 count. Goodbye, Rincones.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. We're looking for a bounce back inning after a tough first, and so far, so good. 2 up, 2 down, with a strikeout for out number 2. Number 9 hitter coming up, Justin Crawford. And he's hacking away. This ball's hit to left field down the corner. That ball is just foul. It carried all the way to the corner wall. Luckily, foul ground. Crawford hitting .257. Folks, my next plan between innings is to say hello to the Charm City chat. Try to check in with everybody. We've got a new Magic member here, G.E. Wilson. Hello, G.E. G.E., we bring good things to life. Wasn't that the G.E. slogan at some point? I can't remember. Or is it light? That probably makes more sense. We bring good things to light. Wasn't that their thing? I don't know. Folks, 0-2 to Crawford is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Welcome in, GE. Thanks for becoming a member, my friend.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
How are those binoculars?
Nice binoculars.
Here's a pitch, low and away. 2-2 on Crawford. Ben McDonald is teaching Kevin Brown some pitch grips. I use that same finger placement for a different activity, but I'm not allowed to talk about that on air. You'll have to go to my OnlyFans page for that. 2-2 pitch. This ball's hit to center field, backing up is Cowser. Still backing up, but he's got room 1 step in front of the warning track. He makes the catch. The inning is over. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Young. We go to the bottom of the second. The Orioles tied it up in the first and now have a chance to take the lead. 2-2 ball game. All right, folks, 11 likes away from a hundo. And again, thanks again to G.E. Wilson for becoming our newest Magic member. Welcome in. Folks, if you want to be a Magic member, it's a great way to help support the channel, and the channel does need support. I can't do it on just YouTube ads alone, at least not until the channel grows probably to about 8,000 to 10,000 subscribers. And that's only because I live out where I do, where the cost of living is a lot less than if I were in the States. Folks, if I were living back in the States, I would probably need to have like 20,000 subscribers to make this work, but I am blessed with living somewhere that's very cheap. So I don't need to, I don't need as much to get to a comfortable place. But until that comfortable place arrives, any sort of help for the channel, and again, if you're a Magic member, it's $3.99 a month. You don't have to, I don't expect you to anyway, to keep your membership during the winter months when I'm not here calling games every day. But if you are a member during the season, it works out to about 17 cents a ball game. And I think that's not asking too much to help, right? 17 cents. You can find that in your couch cushion every day. Every day. Just reach into that couch cushion and go, here you go, BW. All right. There's the pitch for that. 4 likes from 100, folks. Everyone's doing great. Let's get back into it. Jackson Holliday is going to lead off. Mayo and Cowser to follow. Holliday has been red hot. And on the first pitch, he gets a sweeper, takes it for a strike. Holliday has gotten his average up to 260 in a hurry. 5 homers and 20 driven in. And this ball's fouled right at the plate. A split finger from Painter. First one of those I think he's thrown tonight. It's 0-2. By the way, the Phillies are wearing their standard road gray jerseys with the red trim, red hats. Holliday lifts one to left. It's going to be playable. Well, I mean, he got into it. Brandon Marsh has to go all the way back to the warning track in front of the bird bath to make that catch. Holliday is gone. Kobe Mayo coming up. And Painter's first pitch. Mayo fouls it back. He got a fastball up and in at 97. Crowd making noise after that ball went into the crowd. And I'm just going to assume to give that fan a contract. Mayo with a hard hit ball to left, but it's right at Marsh. Mayo is starting to square up right-handed pitching. Although Painter, again, let's wait for a tough righty. Let's see what Mayo can do against Zach Wheeler on Sunday. But we'll take whatever we can get. He hit that ball hard. He got unlucky. There's 2 down, nobody on. Here is Colton Cowser. Cowser batting .208. He had that big hit to drive in the winning run in that 10-9 crazy-ass extra inning game to finish out the series in Detroit. And that was off a lefty as well. He had an 0-2 count, worked it back full, and hit a single up the middle to drive in, I believe, Taylor Ward for that 10th and winning run. He's got a count of a ball and a strike, folks. The 1-1. He lays off that pitch high. 2-1 the count. If Mayo can get on base, Pozo will come up. And that would be good, if nothing else, to get him out of the way and have the top of the order ready for the third. This pitch outside, and now Mayo with a hitter. Cowser with a hitter's count. That is ball 4. A slider had the plate but dipped low, and Mayo. Why am I calling you Mayo twice? Cowser reaches base. Looking at ball 4 low.
I'm walking here.
All right, folks. Joel Pozo. I won't get your name wrong going forward, my friend. You are my personal hero. First pitch to Pozo is high for ball 1. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, if you weren't here for the pregame, and if you haven't heard, the Orioles have acquired another catcher, Jake Rogers, who we just saw in the Detroit series. He had been Tarik Skubal's personal catcher over the past 2 or 3 years. And then I guess he wasn't there for that game, though, because they had already DFA'd him. It was one of those waiver claims where if you make a trade, you can kind of skip to the front of the line For anybody else looking to try to just claim them outright, we sent somebody. Phantom, you got a name on who we sent? It was a pitcher. I can't remember his name. Not a big prospect by any means. Pozo hits it high in the air on the infield. This should end the inning. Stott will make the catch, and that'll do it. The Orioles get a man on, and he is left stranded. Both teams have left one man on base. The box score is identical. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left for both sides after 2 innings complete. We go to the third. 2-2. And we got over 100 likes. Thanks, folks. You guys rock.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
A double-A pitcher in his mid-20s, and I got to be honest with you, I might have read his name a time or two, but this is not a pitcher that has had much hype. This is one step above cash considerations, I think. Zane Barnhart. There you go, folks. Hey, let's go back and listen to that wonderful call again.
Montgomery is just taking one. Well, he took 2, a fastball and a slider. Montgomery calls for time.
Okay.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, so, folks, it's bases loaded in the bottom of the 11th. In a 1-1 tie, the White Sox could walk it off. It's a 3-2 count. Let's see how it gets called, folks. Are you ready? The biggest moment of the ball game.
Cruz is ready. So is Montgomery. On the way. Ball 4. Ball 4. Oh, no. They said he swung. I'd have a look at that. I don't think he swung.
Okay. That's up to you then.
I take that back. Yes, he did. I take that.
That was good. Good call. Most critical moment of the ball game. Let's just absolutely butcher the call. Ball 4. They walk it off. I mean, no. He swung. Sorry. All right. We are back underway. It is the top of the third and top of the order for the Phillies. Trey Turner looks at a pitch low, a sinker from Young for ball 1. Scotty boy, how you doing, my friend? Aren't your Yankees on right now? Or are they they played earlier, right? No, wait a minute. It's Friday. Nobody plays early. Unless you're at Wrigley, maybe. What are your Yankees up to? Who have they got this weekend? Oh, you did play. You were at Wrigley, so you did play. A 2-0 shutout. There you go. You're not getting Rutschman, Scotty. No, you're not. I told you Hunter Goodman's your best bet, and you're going to have to pay for it. Trey Turner takes a pitch low and away. It's 2-1. Thank you, Scotty boy. He says, hey, birdies, how's it going? This tidbit will help your cause. It will help, and thank you so much, Scotty.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The 2-1 to Trey Turner. That one's hit to left. Turner gets into it. Ward is going back. He's out of room. He's going to watch it sail over his head for a solo home run. I'm sorry, that's Beavers in left. I forgot Ward is DHing tonight. But Turner just gave the Phillies the lead back, leading off in the third inning with a solo shot to left. 392 feet, 104 off the bat. Folks, guys, you did, if you were here on Wednesday, you should know to not freak out yet. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. I did not go through the emotional pendulum swinging and some might say torture to just get down on our O's. We were down by 2. We tied it. Now we're down by 1. No problem. 0-2 on Schwarber. Pitch in the dirt. Wednesday was magnificent. Ryan, you sound like every girlfriend I've ever had. I know. I gave 100% effort. Swing and a miss, and Schwarber strikes out. Pozo tags him just to be sure. And there goes one of the best home run hitters in the game.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Wednesday was magnificent. I'm picking on you, Ryan. You're fine. We shouldn't have to be behind every game. No, we shouldn't have to, but we are. So we play on. Yeah, it would be nice to get a lead and never lose it and win games that way 100 times a year. Easier said than done. What a play here by Holiday and Alonso on a ground ball to Jackson. He had to range far to his left onto the outfield grass and get a quick throw off. Alonso also had to go from trying to field it to covering the bag, and he got back there in time. Good play all the way around, as Alonso had his back to Holiday when Holiday had gotten rid of the ball, but turned around and caught it. Second out of the inning, here is Alec Boehm. He takes a slider outside for ball one. All right. Elias seemed annoyed in the pregame. Well, us fans are pretty annoyed with him, so I guess that plays. Alec Boehm, 0 for 1 so far. Looks at a strike, a slider at the knees. 1-1 the count. Holiday's really picked things up, not only with the bat, but it looks like in the field as well. Ever since that back-to-back games where he really made a couple of mistakes that he shouldn't have. A lob toss throw that just made you want to pull your hair out, and then a base running blunder. Not really a blunder, more than just a low IQ sort of a thing, or a lack of effort. I don't know. He should have been running with 2 down on a pop-up. If he had, he would have scored. Here's a swing and a miss. Alec Boehm. And Brandon Young's fastball had some bite to it as it kind of broke off the plate there a little bit by an inch. That's a strikeout to end the inning, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Young gets the strikeout. The inning is over, but the Phillies do get a run on a solo home run by Trey Turner at the end of 2.5. Phillies back ahead 3-2. Yeah, I'd love to win 3 in a row this weekend, but honestly, I would be happy winning 2 out of 3. I feel like it's a little more realistic. If we win tonight, then, and we should, this is our best matchup, although right now we're not winning. But, yeah, I'd love to sweep, but if he told me, hey, you could have a sweep, but it would involve you gambling away a 2-games-to-1 series win and rolling that dice might wind up where you only get 1 out of 3. Like, I'd rather have a guaranteed 2. I know that's just a stupid hypothetical. I don't even know what I'm talking about. What am I talking about, folks? I don't know. I just want us to win. What happened over here?
Cruz is ready. So is Montgomery.
Okay.
On the way. Ball 4. Ball 4. Oh, no. They said he swung.
Whoops. All right. Let's get that run back. Come on. It is Gunnar Henderson. No, it's Dylan Beavers. Whoops. Top of the order for the Orioles. Dylan Beavers leading off, folks.
Nice Beaver.
Thank you.
Beavers had a double in his first at-bat, came around to score on an Alonso 2-run homer. And the count now, a ball and a strike. Well, Kevin and Ben have their latest cholesterol-fueled dinner for the night. It looks like a chili dog. This pitch fouled away. 1-2 now. 1-2 the count. Once again, folks, if you are joining us in the last, say, 15 minutes or so, and you're trying to watch this ball game while listening to me call it, and you're wondering why the hell I'm so far behind, I do apologize. Can't really work around it without missing the call. But you do have a way to get this to work for you. 2-2 to Beavers. Inside, full count. So you just need to pick a moment to pause your game. Usually the first pitch or whatever the next batter you see is a good place to do it. And then wait for me to catch up and call that pitch. Might take a minute, but just stand by. I'll call it, and then you unpause your game at that moment, and then we're synced up the rest of the way. This pitch is outside on a full count, ball 4. Painter tried to backdoor a slider. It didn't come back all the way. And that's a good at-bat there from Beavers, taking that walk.
I'm walking here.
All right, Pete Alonso, first time up with Beavers on, hit a 2-run homer, has a chance to do it again.
A polar bear stirs.
It was his, 23rd home run of the season? I think now he's up to 69 RBI. Yes, sir. There are the numbers right there. Strike 1 to Alonso. Still some sunlight basking off the bricks of the warehouse out there beyond right field. Here's a ground ball base hit into left field. That ball, triple digits off the bat, I would guess. Yes, 110 in fact, 109.9. Alonso has hit the ball hard 2 times off a Painter, 2 for 2. Beavers, the tying run now up to second base, nobody out, and Gunnar, who made an out his first time up. Let's see what he can do here, because even if he makes an out here, if he does it in such a way, it can be a productive out. And we are down to run. Gunnar, if you want to help this team, you got to figure out that situational hitting, my friend. You need to help us in some way, shape, or form right now. First pitch, he's looking at a strike, a slider, middle of the plate on the lower side of the zone. It's Beavers at second, Alonso at first, nobody out. The 0-1 pitch. That one is swung on and foul tipped at the plate, and it's 0-2. Gunnar right in the hole. Pretty good looking crowd here, folks. There are seats occupied at the farthest ends of the upper deck. 0-2 pitch. And Gunnar is called out looking, strike 3 on a pitch on the outside corner. He started his swing. He stopped. He had a chance to just fight it off. It was a tough pitch. Instead, he takes strike 3. Gunnar. Also, that pitch might have been slightly off the plate, but we've already wasted one of our challenges, and it's kind of early to try it there. Ah, boy. Gunnar. Taylor Ward takes ball 1, folks. Let's see if Ward can figure it out.
Taylor?
Good speed at second, not so much at first. Here's a ground ball. It's to the first baseman, but what a crazy play. Bryce Harper moved to his left, then had to pretty much just entirely shift to his right and make a diving stop of the ball. Maybe that ball took a funny bounce. It looked like it was going to squirt through for a hit, but Harper able to stop it and get Ward at first. Both runners do move up on this, but there are now 2 down in the inning. Base hit would give us the lead. 1 to the outfield anyway. Well, it is Alonso. Oh, wait a minute. Why are they showing first and second? I don't think that graphic has been updated yet. Taveras is at the plate with 2 down. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Now it says second and third. Okay, so Alonso, there are 2 down, so hopefully that'll be enough for him to get moving on any kind of contact and score on a hit to the outfield. If he does, we take the lead. Pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Folks, how about a bugle? Tying run at third. Go ahead, run at second. 2 down. The 1-1 to Taveras. Swung on and missed on a sweeper. Strike 2. I forgot to check in with the Charm City chat. I'm going to do it next half inning, I promise. Unless I forget again. But I might forget that I promised too, so I guess that works out. Taveras asks for time, and after taking a step out of the box, he's right back in there. Painter about to throw his 48th pitch of the evening. Here it is. And Taveras strikes out. A well-placed splitter by Painter. Would have been called strike 3 had Taveras not swung. The inning is over. The Orioles had a chance to at least tie this, but they fail to do so with Gunnar Henderson once again in the middle of things in that top part of the order. It's kind of hard to rally with your best hitters when you put a guy who's not hitting right smack dab in the middle of those other guys. Kind of breaks up the momentum, doesn't it, folks? It's almost as if you bat him, say, 5th, it might make more sense. What do I know? We move now to the 4th. 3-2 Phillies. I'm going to take a break. Be right back. And hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, folks. Appreciate it.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Mondi the Monster...
Chilo, why am I doing this? But I have to ask, are you wanting Painter to have a good night, or... Okay, 3 innings, he's given up 2 runs. That's still an ERA of 6. His ERA in the season is 7. Just hang in there, dude. You did see the game we won on Wednesday, right? You saw that? Okay. All right. All right, buddy. Brandon Marsh will lead off for the Phillies. First pitch is a strike from Brandon Young. Young on 52 pitches. And his splitter is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, this is spicy. Inside, 2-1. And Young's next offering, a curveball. That is fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. By the way, folks, if you have access, if you've got like your Twitter feed open or any other sort of information platform, if you see any breaking news, feel free to report it. Just make sure it's been confirmed. And then I'll confirm your confirmation. And that applies for the entire weekend. We don't know when we might see a transaction. It could be right in the middle of a ball game. Wouldn't be the first time. This ball bounces into Marsh. The count has gone full, leading off the top of the fourth. Here comes the payoff pitch. That one's fouled back. I guess it wasn't a payoff pitch because we're going to get another one. Third baseman playing far off the bag on the left side. This ball's hit toward left center. Long run, it's shallow. Cowser calling off Beavers makes the catch. Colton Cowser patrolling center field. Here comes JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. Yep, that's right. That's right, George. Realmuto lays off a slider low, maybe a bit outside as well. 1-0. I did tell you guys pregame about Ryan Mountcastle having been set back, and pretty much his season is done with an oblique issue. It was his foot that he messed up, right? When that ball he hit, turned out to be a double, but while rounding first, wasn't it his foot? Waited for months to work himself back from that, and first rehab start he was going to make in the warm-up for the ball game, picks up an injury that puts him out for the rest of the season. Tough break for Mountie. Although I have to be honest, I'm not quite sure what kind of playing time he would be finding himself getting if he were ready to come back right now. But then again, in a few days, this roster could look a whole lot different. Realmuto takes a pitch up and away, count of 2-2. I can see my complexion is starting to turn pink. That means the sun is coming up. Grounded foul, still 2-2. Is it time for the switch? There. I look slightly normal again. Base is empty, 1 out. We're in the top of the fourth. The Phillies lead at 3-2. 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to center. Cowser's going back. Still going back. Deepest part of the yard. That ball hit 400 feet for an out. My goodness. Cowser made 2 outs in the inning. And I think he covered about 40 yards or so on each catch. 1 coming in and now 1 going out. My man's got range, folks. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Bryson Stott. First pitch curveball, and the umpire, good on him to not give up on that pitch because it was a hanger, but it did drop to the top of the zone for a strike. 0-1 on Stott. And this one off the plate, 0-2. Or, sorry, 1-1. If Young can have a 1-2-3 inning here and hopefully a low pitch count in the 5th, he might be able to go beyond 5. But if he gets into trouble again, it might only be a 5-inning night. That pitch, where'd that miss? That looked pretty close. And the robot, well, I think that is a ball. That ball is just off the plate, low and away. 2-1 to Stott. Breaking ball, fouled off to the right. 2-2. I forgot again to say hello to the chat. I'm going to do it. Do I need to put a Post-it note on my glasses that says say hello to the chat? My goodness, this game's almost half over. Sorry, folks. I cannot keep track of it all. Hey, there's Mountie. Just saw a shot of Mountcastle. I guess now that he's shut down, he's just hanging out with the boys, laughing it up. I think that's Blaze sitting right next to him. Folks, full count, 2 down, and nobody on base. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled back. I've lied to you again. It's not the payoff. We're going to get another one. Oh, Joel. If I didn't, then how did I read what you just said so quickly? If I didn't care. Here's the pitch. Inside. And that is ball 4. A 2-out walk to Stott. Tell you what, let's start with the hellos right now. And I'm not going to be able to scroll back all the way to the beginning. If I don't shout you out, please don't take offense. Gabriel Rincones Jr., who struck out his first time at the plate with 2 down and a runner at first. And a check on Stott, who's back. Thomas Brock, G.E. Wilson, who just became our newest Magic member tonight. Rob Freeman, George Ford, Phantom, Tony Claremont, Joel, Nathan Ross. Here comes the first pitch to Rincones. Swing and a miss. He chased a pitch letter high. Ryan Lust, Ronnie Alley. Did I get you already? Edward Bowers and George Ford. Sorry, George. Swing and a miss. Another high fastball. Rincones going out of the zone. It's 0-2. Ronnie Alley is here. Jones Y7C. Scotty Boy, who sent a super chat. Thanks again, Scotty. Michael Mertig. Just a guy single. 1089. 1089. Isn't that like a tax form? Folks. KPK33X. Chilo, of course, is here. How you doing, Chilo? That pitch way high. 1-2 on Rincones. Joel, if I didn't say hello already. Hello again. Hello, hello. Johnny O, 3535. Matt Abel is here. Pitch off the plate, low and away. 2-2. Timothy Thatcher, welcome in. Alan Piles is back with us again. Do-do-do-do-do. Here comes a 2-2, and there goes the runner. The throw down will be late. Gunner tried to get a tag on the foot of Stott, but he will sneak in there for a 2-out stolen base. And now you cannot let Rincones get a hit, or else the Phillies will get a run out of it. Stott's a good base stealer. He's usually somewhere in the 30s on stolen bases per season. That's number 18 this season, so not quite on that pace now. Swing and a miss here. That stolen base doesn't matter. Rincones strikes out, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, folks, we're going to the bottom of the 4th. The Orioles trail it by 1 run. Thomas Free is also here. Trying to get through everybody. Amy Hanneman. Hello, Amy. Always nice to have some ladies here in the Charm City chat. Lady. Baron R. Hello. Hank Mitchell checking in. DeSoto, 864. B-Dub, 410. Man, this is a lot of scrolling. It's good, though. Man, we got the best chat around, folks. Everybody likes to say hello and check in. El Duderino is here. Always nice to see you, sir. Hopefully you're enjoying another White Russian tonight, doing some bowling. I'm seeing a lot of repeats at this stage. Just trying to find the ones that... Rob A. Joseph is here. Richard Mays. Any relation to Billy? Billy Mays here for Flex Tape. What else? Key West. I know you. Hello, Key West. And we are pretty much at the bottom now. Soren Holland is here. 411 Shirley just typed in a comment, and that is the best I can do, folks. Hello to everybody. Hope you're having a good Friday night. Hopefully we'll enjoy the goings on here. Holiday to left. That ball is going to be caught by Marsh. Holiday going opposite field, hit it on a line. Ball's jumping off his bat lately, but unfortunately that one right at Marsh for out number 1. Quick first out for Painter in the bottom of the 4th. We have Marcos Ribeiro. Pardon my terrible pronunciation, Marcos, on your last name, but checking in from Brazil. That's fantastic, Marcos. Pitch is swung on a miss by Kobe Mayo. Folks, we have bird watchers scattered across the globe. We do. And that makes this whole community thing really, really cool because, I mean, I'm an Oriole fan and I live as far away from Baltimore as you can without leaving planet Earth. But here we are. 0-2 pitch to Mayo. Swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout. And that's 5 straight retired for Painter. Mayo out in front of that pitch. Gibney Legunion. Any Western Maryland bird watchers? Folks, we got any Cumberland crew here? Hagerstown? Anybody in the Cumberland or Hagerstown area? Just hang in there, Chilo. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Just hang in there, dude. Cowser grounds out to second, and the inning is over. We go to the 5th. I mean, Chilo, I don't want to go through this exercise again, but I think you've made it pretty darn clear at this point what your feelings are about our offense and Andrew Painter. Is there anything else you'd like to say about it? Please, just get it all out. And then we can, I don't know, focus on anything else. I mean, again, I'm not trying to stifle your ability to offer an opinion, but my goodness, I think you've established the Painter situation. Come on, dude. Help me out here. Love Baseball 67 is here. Teresa Sayers says hello. Hello, Teresa. Richard Mays. Oh, you're the Billy Mays. Okay. Chilo, come on, buddy. I love you, dude. I love you, man. Again, I'm not trying to keep you from saying what you want to say, but we get it. We want to do better against Painter. I said it myself. This is the pitcher of the 3 that we're getting this weekend. That our offense needs to be there to, get at this guy. 1-8 record with an ERA of 7.06 coming into this game. Now, the reports are he's made, I think, 5 starts in AAA. What is it? Lehigh Valley. And in those 5 starts, he has done enough where the Phillies want to see what he can do up here again. So this is a guy that, again, I'm not excusing. The Orioles need to hopefully knock him out of this game here in the next inning or two. But he is a highly touted prospect pitcher that, if he does figure it out, can be a tough cookie. We'll try to get to him in the bottom of the fifth. But first, it's the top of the fifth. Number 9 batter, Crawford. First pitch swinging. Ground ball stopped by Gunnar. He'll get up and throw out Crawford, who's a quick runner. Nice play by Gunnar there. That ball almost ate him up. He had to go to ground while stabbing it off the hop here. But he pops up and throws out Crawford, one away. Alonso had a stretch. Now looking at that replay, that another foot off. That would have been another bad throw, but no damage. Back to the top of the order, Trey Turner. Home run his last time, and he's already 2 for 2 on the night. And after strike 1, he takes a curveball in the dirt to even up the count. Young is already up to 81 pitches, and with only 1 out. This could be his final inning if he gets in some traffic here. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Turner. Pitch in the dirt. Folks, this ball is hit to left. It's shallow. Going out is Gunnar. He can't get it. It drops in front of Beavers. And that's unfortunate. Turner now 3 for 3. And another stolen base threat you got to worry about over there at first. Can't really blame. Well, let's see where that pitch is. It was up and in. But this ball was a bloop. Not hit hard at all. 1 out, runner at first, and now the dangerous Kyle Schwarber. First pitch is a curveball. Had the plate, but is low. Is Lindor a possibility? Frankie Lindor as to trade for us to get? No. If the Orioles are going to get a bat, here's a ball that's lined but caught at third base by Mayo. The throw to first to try to double off the runner over there is way off line. Alonso doing well to just make sure that ball didn't get farther away. Mayo does catch a pretty soft liner, I'd say, to his right to get the second out. Well, whether or not Young does come out for the 6th, the Orioles will need to have the bullpen going because at minimum he's going to be in the upper 80s on pitch count when that inning starts. First, he's got to deal with Bryce Harper, and he gets a belt-high strike 0-1. Harper 1 for 2. Breaking ball, fouled off to the right. Still 0-2. Not still 0-2. Just got to 0-2. What's wrong with me? 0-2 with 2 down, runner at first. Let's get this quick third strike. The 0-2 pitch. And that is not... Oh, it is a leaping grab by Holiday on a hard liner. Oh, if that ball gets over Jackson, it's heading toward right center with 2 down. That runner from first, who knows where he would have gotten to. Jackson Holiday is picking things up offensively and defensively. We have played half of this ball game. We trail by 1. No big whoop. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Braves. Phillies 3. And the Orioles are up by 2. Folks, what do you say we do a little raid over on Play by Play with JJ's channel? Let's go over and say hi to JJ during this commercial break. Watch out for the Thai advertisements. Folks, I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now. Click on that link, and for the next couple of minutes, get into JJ's chat. No need to trash talk, folks. We're just saying hello and leaving a like for JJ. He's going to help return the favor. He's not calling tomorrow night's game, and he'll be bringing over his audience, or he's at least going to instruct his audience to come over to follow the game here on my channel. So it could be a pretty big room tomorrow night, and it also, hopefully, I mean, it could get a little dicey, you know. But let's try to show them what Charm City's all about, folks. If we get a bunch of Philly fans in here tomorrow. Let's see what JJ's up to.
Or 2 good bullpen arms. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
There we go. Sometimes JJ doesn't check the chat for a while. He's like me now. My
favorite Phillies team was the 93 team. It's a lot of people's favorite team.
Hey,
JJ.
JJ.
Swing and a miss. And Painter gets a strikeout versus Pozo.
Oh, wow. So he's that far ahead.
BW with the raid. Thank you so much. Folks, make sure that you guys go subscribe to Orioles BirdWatcher.
Thank you there, JJ. He just called strike 3 on Pozo. I just saw strike 1. So that just lets you know how far behind I am. Folks, once again, mods, if you don't mind, I need a break from explaining it. Maybe Phantom or another guy can just give a simple explanation on how to get synced up. I'm tired of explaining it. The odometer rolled over earlier. That's good. 54-50, folks. We got an 0-2 count right now, but we already know the result of this at bat. And Pozo swings and misses to strike out. 1 away. So I'm a solid minute behind. But again, folks, as long as we're on the same page, time is nothing but a construct. You're not missing anything if you're going to be here. First pitch. Ooh, that was worth a challenge if we had 2 left. Maybe not with 1 left. A backdoor sweeper, apparently catching the outside edge. 0-1 on Beavers. And now a pitch outside, 1-1. Folks, Beaver time.
Nice Beaver.
Thank you.
Beavers has reached both times up tonight. And a swing and a miss. He went after a splitter outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Folks, we're 15 likes away from 150. It would be very nice to get to that number and set us up for a good shot at 200 or more by the end of the ball game. Ooh, look out. That sweeper nearly broke back over, but it was low. 2-2 to Beavers. The pitch. This one's hit in the air to center. Left center. Long run by the center fielder. Crawford, he makes the catch in the left center field alleyway. Beavers retired for the first time tonight. Here comes Pete. He has also not been retired yet. Couple of hits, including the 2 runs we got on the board. A 2-run homer, his first time up. Opposite field shot back in the first inning. Painter currently on 62 pitches. And yes, the Oriole offense does need to make things more difficult for Painter after a nice start. It has been a trip or more through the lineup now without a whole lot of offense. 1-0 pitch. Lays off that one. 2-0 to Pete. I've been told the Phillies bullpen has been struggling. So once we get in there, hopefully we can see something like we saw in Detroit on Wednesday, which is a complete collapse. There's a strike. A slider on 2-0 makes it 2-1. Folks, how about a bugle? Called strike 2. Back-to-back sweepers from Painter. Two down and a 2-2 pitch to Alonso. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Well, offense needs to pick it up. The Phillies have one more run on one more hit. That's the difference between these two sides right now through 5 innings. They lead it 3-2. They've had one more run on one more hit. I'm not panicking yet. Not after Wednesday. Hang in there, folks. I'm going to step away for a sec. Be back. Chill out.
Let me show you what I mean now. Why, the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should. I learned something, buddy boy.
All right, folks, we are underway, top of the 6th. First pitch from Young, as he will go back to work on what is now 89 pitches. It's outside, ball 1 to Alec Bohm, middle of the order for the Phillies. This pitch is hit high in the air to center, shallow. Coming in is Cowser. He makes the catch, 1 down. Well, if Young can record 2 more outs without giving up a run, it will be a quality start. For a while there, it didn't look like he could have that opportunity, but if he can get 2 quick outs here, that will be the case. Brandon Marsh, first pitch, he's swinging. That's to left. Beavers running toward the foul line, and a couple of steps in front of it makes the catch. There you go. Quick out number 2, Brandon Young, trying to get through 6 full innings. One more batter to do it. $56 strikes to 35 walks tonight for Young. He is facing... Hello, Kristen. Folks, everybody, say hi to Kristen. Ah, what a lovely way to introduce yourself. Well, what else is on your mind, Kristen? Way to ingratiate yourself on the channel. Thanks for subscribing. I have a feeling you're going to be unsubscribing rather soon. Here's a called strike to Real Muto. Ooh, the F word. Folks, everybody, run for the hills. The F word is in the chat. My goodness, whatever shall we do? Here's a tapper behind the plate foul. It's 0-2 on Real Muto. Kristen, what are you, 7? Are you 7 years old? Josh Walker is up in the Oriole bullpen. Kind of don't want to have to go to him. That ball's crushed. Brandon Young is bending down, going, that one's going to go. He knows it. Real Muto hits a 2-out bomb to left, and the Phillies have widened their lead to 4-2. A 2-out solo shot by Real Muto. That is his 8th of the season. Young knew it as soon as he let go of it. That slider, though, that wound up at the bottom inside corner of the zone. It certainly wasn't a fat pitch. But that bat head of Real Muto went down and definitely got the sweet spot. And that's how Brandon Young's night's going to end, unfortunately. Just one batter away from probably ending his night on a positive note with a quality start. Instead, it turns into a 4-run night in under 6 innings, 5 2/3. Pitching change for the Orioles. Again, Josh Walker was the one getting up. I'm pretty certain with Kyle Schwarber looming that... or where are we at in this lineup? No, it's Bryson Stott. Lefty Bryson Stott is due up. But there's a lot of lefties in this lineup. You got Stott, you got Rincones, you got Crawford. Those are 3 in a row coming up. And then you got Schwarber and Harper and Marsh. So 6 lefty bats in this here lineup. Oh, boy. We have work to do. Any updates around baseball, folks? Is there any activity going on during this game here? What is the latest scuttlebutt? The scuttle of butt. Is it time to ante up and kick in like men, folks? I think it is.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
That would be good. I hear you, buddy. All right, Josh Walker making his 8th appearance for the Orioles. ERA at 3. I can't read that. Is that 3.86? He's going to be asked to get out some lefties. A lot of them coming up. 3 in a row to begin with. At the bottom of the order here for the Phillies. They lead at 4-2. They got their 4th run on a solo homer. And that kicked Young out of the ball game. Here's a high strike to begin the at-bat to Bryson Stott. Stott is 0 for 1, but he did reach on a walk, and he stole a base. Outside on a slider. 1-1 the count. Where there's smoke, there's fire, Alan. And our team needs to catch fire, don't they? Hopefully. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider. This time Stott chases it. And that is strike 2. I don't even have my preferred brand. They ran out of my preferred brand. Fouled back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Folks, it's a bad habit, but I love it. So there's my stance. I certainly don't encourage this habit, but it's mine. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled just off the plate. We'll do it again. You said but. You said but. 1-2 pitch. In on the hands and fouled away. We'll do it again. Am I lucky? I'm up all night to get lucky. That's what I'm about. 2 strikes and 2 out. Nobody on base. The pitch. Just missing. Walker trying to hit that belt high outside corner. And you know what? That robot might have called it a strike. It was right on the edge. But I'm not going to blame the ump on that. That is as borderline as it gets. The 2-2 to Stott. Fouled back. Long AB here. 8 pitches already to the first batter for Walker. And waiting on the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And that slider up and in on Stott. I can't believe he swung at it. It pretty much was going to hit him if he hadn't, but he somehow fouls it off. Not guaranteeing it would have hit him had he not swung, but it damn near did. Here's another 2-2. Fouled again. What an at-bat. 10 pitches already. Folks, pitch number 11. Here it is. Another foul ball. Holy cow. Folks, look at that diagram over here. It is running out of space. Lots of red and blue circles, mostly red. Another 2-2. Hit on the ground, and Holiday stops it. Throws to first in time to end the inning. My goodness, what a battle. Walker wins it. He gets the final out of the inning, but the Phillies do get another run off of Brandon Young as he gives up a solo shot, unfortunately. And we are back to being behind by 2, just like we were coming out of the top of the first inning. That home run by JT Realmuto. 4 runs on 5 hits for Philly. 2 runs on 3, but we've got another extra trip to the plate starting here in a couple of minutes. Bottom of the 6th coming up, folks. Hey, we are 1 like away from 150. Let's just go ahead and hit that milestone right now. Whoever is the first to hurry up and hit that thumbs up will be given credit for being number 150. We are right there. Hey, by the way, Game 2 of the series is tomorrow. Same start time, 7:05 p.m. first pitch. The coverage here on the channel will begin at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. Shane Baz against this year's starter for the National League in the All-Star game, left-hander Christopher Sanchez. That is going to be a tough one. Bones 467 says, I'm the guy that got you to 150. All right, Bones, if you say so.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
By the way, Bones, how's Thugs and Harmony doing? It's good to see you, but I've not seen Thugs or Harmony in quite some time. Folks, Andrew Painter is back out here, and can we please get to this guy in this inning? What do you say? First pitch to Gunnar Henderson is off the plate for ball 1. Gunnar, you would be the perfect man to start a rally. Low and in, it's 2-0.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Gunner's average right now at 218. He'll get it back to 220 with a hit. That's low. It's 3-0. Painter is not painting to begin the sixth. He has missed 3 straight. He asks for a new baseball, hoping that that is the issue, I guess. He's up to 70 pitches. Let's hope this night of his starts to fall apart right here. 3-0 pitch. And that is a called strike, very top of the zone. That is not a get me over 3-0 pitch. Gunner should have taken there, and it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Gunner goes opposite field, and it's going to hang up there for Marsh. He will fly out to left. Gunner. Gunner, 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 Gunner. Gunner. Gunner starts the night 0 for 3, average down the 217. Here's Taylor Ward. First pitch high for ball 1. Ward is 0-2, 0-4-2. Blah. I had a burtation there. Sorry, folks. That pitch, a slider, tried to front door it, but it stays inside. 2-0 now to Taylor.
Taylor?
Pitch. Good. This ump has had a good strike zone tonight. That pitch looked good as a strike until the last second. It was a little bit low, and the ump caught it. He correctly says ball 3. 3-0 now to Ward. Come on, let's get a guy on base with a 3-0 count. Ward, no surprise taking here. It's 3-1 on a low strike. Rob went away for Gunner's at bat and has come back. That's a... Whoa, what do we got here? It looks like the umpire said ball 4. The Phillies are going to challenge it. I think it is a strike. It looks like it caught the outside corner, a slider moving right to left. And yeah, that ball's entirely in the zone. Save for maybe a couple of stitches. And the count now is full. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And that is ball 4. No challenge. Another close one, though. Ward draws another walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I got to tell you, if that pitch was called a strike, I would have been really upset with Ward for not at least fouling it off or something. It's like he just goes up there and waits to hear ball 4 sometimes. Well, here comes a meeting from the... That's not Don Mattingly. That must be the pitching coach, Orion Kirkering, who you might remember when the Phillies had that awful end to a postseason matchup with the Dodgers. Kirkering was on the mound for that, on a comebacker. He didn't know what to do with the baseball. Leody Taveras, folks, he struck out both times up tonight. We need more right now. Runner at first with 1 down. Leody.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
The first pitch, he shows bunt and has to quickly pull the bat back on a pitch inside. 1-0. Folks, we got 200 people here in the room right now. Fantastic. Leody, foul ball. He hits it hard to the right side into the lower bowl here. Painter has now reached 80 pitches on the evening. check on Ward. He's back. Uh-oh, what happened here? Sounds like good advice, sir. Good luck with that. 1-1 pitch. That one bounces in there for ball 2. Again, mods, I don't know if you guys can take turns, but we're probably due for another, hey, be sure to sync your game up sort of message. Here's a ball hit right to the shortstop. He'll step on second for 1 over to first. And that ends the inning. A double play ball off the bat of Taveras.
Big buck. Stop it all.
If they want to bring Painter out for another inning, they might. Only 82 pitches, but again, this is his first start back in the show after about a month down in AAA or so. We'll see, but right now he's running good, and again, if the reports about the Phillies bullpen lately are true, they might want to bring him out for another inning. Folks, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. What do you say? In Cincinnati, the Pirates have a 7-5 lead over the Reds in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 tie between the Cardinals and Blue Jays in Toronto. That's in the bottom of the 6th. Also bottom 6 in Cleveland. Guardians up 1-0 on the Diamondbacks. White Sox out to a big lead on the Rays, 6-1. That is in the bottom of the 6th in Tampa. Marlins, who had that long losing streak, are starting to win and have a lead again tonight, 5-1 on the Mets. That's in Queens going into the bottom of the 6th. Braves up 5-1 on the Nationals in the bottom of the 6th in Atlanta. Scoreless in the Battle of Texas. Rangers are visiting Houston. No score in the bottom of the 2nd there. There is a delay to the start of the game between the Rockies and Royals in Colorado. Earlier this afternoon, the Yankees shut out the Cubs at Wrigley Field 2-0. Games coming up in about 50 minutes. The Brewers will be out in L.A. to play the Angels. Detroit will play the Athletics in Sacramento. Giants will be in San Diego. Boston will be playing the Dodgers out west, and the Twins, who are getting pretty hot. They've had some pretty dramatic wins here of late, and they've also made an acquisition in the past 24 hours. Lefty reliever A.J. Minter joining the Twins. They are playing Seattle. That is a big series. 2 teams within a couple of games of each other trying to get that final wild card spot. All right, folks, we're back underway in the top of the 7th inning. Walker is still on the mound for the Orioles. He's facing a pinch hitter for the Phillies, Derek Hill. Derek Hill taking over in the number 8 spot for Rincones. It'll be Crawford and Turner to come up after that. 4-2 Phillies. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch from Walker is in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. BW, have a knack and good knowledge and personality for radio broadcast announcer. I've been listening to you on the down low. Peace. Thank you, Preston. This ball's hit out to left. Should be playable. Beaver is coming in a few steps and makes the catch. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Preston, I'm working on it, my friend. I will not settle for any I know how to do this now. No need to practice. No need to try to get better at it. I've called coming up on, I think, about 500 games on the channel over these last 2 2/3 seasons. And those reps have gone a long way, I think. Here's strike 1 to Crawford. He is 0 for 2. Just trying to find my comfort zone, folks. Here's a ball that's hit softly toward Gunnar. He's going to have to hurry. The throw is off the bag, and Crawford might have beaten it out either way. Kind of hard to tell, but it's going to be a runner at first with one out. Probably a hit, but stand by for confirmation on that. They have yet to score it. They're still showing 0 for 2 for Crawford. They are scoring it a hit. Okay. Make them 1 for 3. And Albanez is going to make a change now with the lineup flipping over. Now, 2 of the next 3 hitters are still lefties. And those are the big bats, Schwarber and Harper. But Anthony Nunez, with 1 out, is going to come in to face the righty Trey Turner first. But he's going to have to face at least one of those lefties. So hang on, folks. We got a call to the bullpen. It is Anthony Nunez. Well, I'll say this. Our offense, Chilo, did absolutely nothing through the first 6 innings yesterday, right? They did absolutely nothing. 6 trips to the plate. We've got 2 runs, 6 trips tonight. How'd that last game work out? Hang in there, man. Yep, the White Sox. Folks, I'm ready for a little division realignment. I want to be realigned. Can we be central? We are central if you're talking about the Atlantic Coast. We're pretty central. We're not a northern Atlantic Coast team. We're not a southern Atlantic Coast team. We're a central Atlantic Coast team. I saw somebody with a proposal of realignment that had us in a 4-team division with, like, what was it? The Pirates, I think the Reds, and the Nats. And I'm like, sure. Sure. Okay. Folks, as much as I would like in my mind to think, oh, an easier division might make things better for us, but I don't think I'd want it any other way than to be in the same division as those damn Yankees and those damn Red Sox. Nunez's first pitch is a sweeper for a strike. This is his 39th appearance. He's got an ERA of 4.36. Opponent's hitting .224 off of him. Here's a throw down to second base, and, oh, wait a minute. We might want to look at that. Holiday might have gotten the tag on the leg. A bang-bang play at second, called safe. The Orioles say, go ahead and keep it going. They're not going to challenge. And, yeah, I can see that hand getting in first. Justin Crawford steals a base. With 1 out now, a runner at second, and that takes away a ground ball double play, which isn't easy to get off the likes of Trey Turner anyway, but now not part of the equation. 2-1 to Turner, who's already got a 3-hit night. And this ball's hit toward Gunnar. He's going to have to really do something here. Throw to first. He's in time! Oh, Gunnar! I tell you what, the routine plays can drive you crazy, but once in a while he'll turn out with something like this that you have to think not many other players can do. Gunnar going a long way to his left, made a nice slide to stop his body and pop up and get enough zip on the ball to get Turner by maybe 1/8 of a step. Quite the play there by Gunnar. The Phillies do get a runner now to third base, but there are 2 down. Schwarber is due up with Harper on deck. And again, you saw this coming. Drew French is out to talk to Nunez about what to do here. There are 2 bases open. You certainly don't want to let Schwarber get a hold of one. I do feel like you shouldn't throw him a single strike. I'd rather take my chances with Harper, and even if you lose him, you then set up a chance to go after the righty Bohm. I'm not saying let's walk 2 guys to load him up for Bohm, but if it got there, it might not be the worst situation. First pitch is outside to Schwarber, a changeup, and the Orioles are going to challenge this, and they might not have gotten it. That might have been outside. Folks, Pozo has lost us both of our challenges. This one was 0.7 of an inch off the plate. He thought it was a strike. It's the first pitch of the at-bat, too. Plus, if he planned on walking Schwarber, really not a good time to challenge there, unfortunately. And that pitch outside, now it's 2-0. We are in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies lead it 4-2. They took a 2-0 lead. The Orioles tied it at 2 after 1 inning, and the Phillies have scored 2 since. That pitch misses, and it's 3-0. Looks like we're putting Schwarber on here. Again, why use a challenge on pitch 1 of an at-bat that you pretty much know is going to end with a walk? That ball's fouled away. Okay, there's strike 1. Schwarber getting the green light there. I got a feeling Schwarber has a perpetual green light with Mattingly or whoever's managing. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Outside, and there's your walk. Well, can't say I'm shocked by the result. 2 down now with runners at the corners, and it's Bryce Harper. All right, folks, Harper. Oh, did he get a haircut? Harper has got no hair hanging out of the back of the helmet. Clean-shaven Harper? What's going on here? It's his 4th time up, and I'm only now noticing this. First pitch. There's a changeup that started up and then hit the top of the zone for a strike. Harper still has a beard, but it's not as bushy as it usually is. There's a changeup in the dirt. The count even up at a ball and a strike. Johnny, I have no idea what that comparison means, but let's try to keep the politics out of it. That's one of our handful of rules. 1-1 pitch is fouled away. It's 2 strikes to Harper. Don't take it the wrong way. That's just a policy that applies to all of us. Believe me, it's for the best. 1-2 now to Harper. 2 down and the pitch. That's not close. The count has gone full. And Nunez has got a big pitch coming up right now. He gets to his set position, and the 2-2. Swung on, and did he foul that off? Yes, he did. Man, I thought Nunez had him. Still 2-2. That pitch broke in on his hands. I don't know how he got a piece of that ball, but he did. Nunez leans in. Has got the pitch he's ready for, and now a check swing. Did he go? Did he go? No. Harper does not go around. The count is full, and that runner at first will be off on this pitch with 2 down. Runner at third doesn't really need to do that, but He'll be running on contact for sure. 3-2 pitch. Foul back. We'll do it again. My, oh my. Okay. This will be the 8th pitch of the sequence. Another 3-2 to Harper. Swung on and missed. A sweeper in the dirt. Harper strikes out while leaving a couple of men on.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Folks, we have reached the 7th inning stretch. This game's gone by pretty quick tonight, folks. I don't feel like I've been here all that long. But here we are. It's time for a little tradition. Are you ready? I think you guys might be surprised it's already 7th inning stretch time. Folks, George is ready. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
We need a rally. We need this offense to wake up. It was the 7th inning on Wednesday where the Oriole offense said, let's start hitting. And what do they do from the 7th inning on? They put 10 runs up on the board. Is Andrew Painter's night over? Yes. Orion Kirkering is going to be coming in relief. Painter will finish on 82 pitches, having given up 2 earned runs on 3 hits and 3 walks on 6 innings of work. Folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
You like that, Benzino?
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I was very happy to find that clip. Very, very happy to find that clip. And yeah, Field of Dreams, folks. 1989. Good year for baseball movies. I believe Major League and Field of Dreams came out the same year. Saw them both in the theater. And, of course, the 89 Orioles, for my personal experience, is my childhood team. That's the team that really sealed the deal for me as, like, I got no more love to give than the love I have for the Baltimore Orioles, the Why Not Orioles of 1989. All right, folks, we're underway. Jackson Holliday took ball 1, and now a pitch outside makes it 2-0, folks. Come on, Holliday. Holliday 0 for 2 tonight, and the way he's been going lately, that means he's due. That's a called strike. We got to challenge that. But we don't have any left. My, oh my. We are out of challenges. Holliday should have a 3-0 count right now. Instead, it's 2-1. And a ball hit in the right field over the second baseman's head and gets down in front of the right fielder for a leadoff single. Jackson Holliday's hot hitting continues. 100 miles an hour off the bat. Turn that faucet on. Let's get the waterworks. Come on. Let's get another hit. It is Kobe Mayo's turn. Mayo, 0 for 2, first pitch. That's called a strike. That's borderline. Suddenly the umpire's strike zone, which I was complimenting him on, now that we're out of challenges, has started to be garbage. Give me the bee bag. Where's it at?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Folks, one big swing from Mayo can tie the ball game. Come on, buddy.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Runner at first, nobody out. Kirkering's 0-1 pitch. That one hits the bottom of the zone for strike 2. A sweeper. By the way, Derek Hill, who pinch hit for Rincones, takes over for him in right field. The 0-2 to Mayo. That ball's crushed, but can he keep it fair? He looks like he's in front of it. It's a foul ball. My, oh my, Mayo. The king of the long fly ball foul. Just out in front of it, a hair. A hair. Or else we'd be tied right now. Instead, 0-2 the count. And the pitch. And he swings and misses. Ain't that how it goes? Just missed. Tying this one up and strikes out instead, 1 away. When I say just missed, I mean it was well to the left of the foul pole, but it was so high and deep. It's just a matter of the timing, and we're talking splitting hairs. Ball 1 to Cowser. Folks, Cowser's due for a bomb. On the last homestand, Colton Cowser hit a deep foul ball that hit the warehouse on the fly. That one's off the plate. It's 2-0 to Cowser. How about a bugle, folks? Holiday still over there at first base with 1 out. The 2-0. That's outside. 3-0. Come on, folks. One more time. The 3-0. Cowser's taking its belt high for a strike. 98 on the gun from Kirkering. Come on, Cowser. Please, just crush one. Come on, buddy. You're so due. The 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. No need to try to swing at that. Not even close. That puts the tying run on base, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Runners at first and second, 1 away, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Pozo, which means we're going to see the debut of Jake Rogers in the next half inning behind the plate. The pinch hitter right here is Christian Encarnacion Strand. And with 2 men on base, Encarnacion Strand has delivered a lot in his time with the team. RBI spots just like this. The Phillies are having a mound meeting about him. Top of the order, Beavers is due up after. Encarnacion Strand, folks. Get those cars up. Rob thinks it's time for a certain special guest. You know what, Rob? I think you might be right. Where are we at here? Hold on. Hold on. Where's the button? Ugh, it's stuck. Hurry up. He's about to start swinging. All right. Now, we're ready. 1 out, first and second, the pitch. Low for ball 1, not close. Folks, the hat is here. Kirkering's 1-0. Swung on and a foul tip, or was it caught or did it just hit the ground? Either way, it's a strike. It's a .303 batting average at the moment for Encarnacion Strand. There's a big space between the first and second baseman on the right side if he can go the other way. 1-1 pitch. Oh, please tell me he laid off. Please. He went around. That pitched like a 1.5 feet outside, and he went around for strike 2. One and 2 the count. The pitch. In on the hands, and let that hit you, man. Let that hit you. Oh, man, that one would have just grazed you if he just stood your ground. All right, 2 and 2 the count. The pitch. That ball's hitting to left center. It's splitting the outfielders. It's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Holiday waving home the trail runner. The play at the plate. Safe! 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 Cowser scores. We're tied at 4. Folks, he's done it again.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Folks, Colton Cowser going first to home on that ball into the gap was everything. Cowser chugging around 270 feet of hard-ass base running to tie this game up. Strand at second base with 1 out. Beavers with an 0-1 count. Takes up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
By the way, folks, be sure to acknowledge the hat. No one I see acknowledging the hat. The legend continues. 2 and 1 now to Beavers. Folks. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2. Get back over here. Let's stay here. Things have been going good right here. I like it here. The Orioles have collected 25 RBIs from their pinch hitters so far this season. That leads all of baseball. That's a nice stat. 2-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. Let's go. Hey, mods, if you don't mind, once again, please explain to those that might be arriving late the situation with the lag in the stream. Called strike 3. Beavers took a fastball pretty much middle of the plate. That's not very beavery. That is out number 2. We've got a 4-4 tie now in the bottom of the 7th. We got the 7th inning stretch and we rallied to tie. Now Alonso with a chance to give us the lead. Pete with a 2-run homer tonight already. And 2 hits in total, fouls off the first pitch. Folks, Alonso.
A polar bear stirs.
Let's get those polar bears up in the chat. Home run, single, and strikeout in that order so far tonight for Alonso. The 0-1, he fouls it away. That sweeper breaking across the plate from Kerkering. 0-2 the count. I don't think we're bringing in Rico into any high leverage situation. Oh, Alonso got one up and in, and he's hit. On an 0-2 count, I don't think you can look at that as anything intentional. If that was the first pitch of the sequence with the struggling gunner on deck and a base open, maybe I start asking questions, but I don't think there's any ill intent there. Alonso takes first base on a hit batter. And that's going to spell the end of the night for Kerkering. The lefty Tim Meza, who's been getting loose for this very situation to face Gunnar Henderson, folks. It's a pitching change. With 2 outs, the Orioles have runners at first and second base. The game is tied. Any kind of a hit from Gunnar here, and we can take a lead. He's going to have to do it off a lefty, though. Gunnar coming up with another clutch situation. Because guess what, folks? You hit second in the order, or thereabouts, third in the order tonight. You're going to come up with a lot of RBI chances and clutch situations. It's kind of why we want to see Gunnar maybe get moved a little bit lower. But he is where he is right now. We're going to root him on to get that clutch hit this time. Can he do it, folks?
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Where is it? Is it Rob?
Forget this one.
Rob, are you the one that always leaves when Gunnar comes up? Oh, no, it's G.E. Wilson. Which one of you likes to not watch Gunnar hit? Please. Now might be the time to go, I don't know, check the mail, walk the dog, put a Pop-Tart in the toaster. I don't know. Gunnar's coming up, folks. Can we get this thing done? Can we take a lead right here? Come on. Come on. I'm waiting. Meza versus Henderson is the matchup. Folks, we're 13 likes away from 200. What do you say? If we get to 200 likes, then I'm guaranteeing Gunnar's going to come through clutch. Hit that like button. Let's get to 200 super quick. We got 2 down, runners at first and second. Tie ball game, bottom of the 7th. 4 runs apiece. The Phillies have out hit us 6-5. No errors for either side. Meza comes in with a 3.91 ERA. First pitch to Gunnar is low, very low for ball 1. Come on, Gunnar. $10 likes to 200. Watch the magic if we can get there. The pitch. Inside 2-0. 5 likes to 200. Try that again. Three likes. And Gunnar with a nice count. 2-0. The pitch. Oh, he swung at ball 3. My goodness. That slider broke off the plate low and away. It is 2-1, and folks, we've hit 200 likes.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, now the pressure's really on me. The pitch. Gunnar in the right center. Get down. That ball's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. Send home another. It's 6-4 on an RBI triple from Gunnar Henderson. He's come through clutch. Finally! Do you feel the magic?
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride, on a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Oh, Gunnar. He made a fist and punched the dirt next to that third base bag. He's like, it's about damn time. It sure is, Gunnar. It sure is. Folks, the odometer has rolled over, hun, to 5460. Welcome in new subscribers. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. There's a button below the screen. It says subscribe. You press it, you're in. I said you're in. Folks, Leody Taveras batting right-handed for the first time tonight against the lefty Meza. Takes outside for ball 1.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
Folks, the 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Come on, Taveras. That's right, folks. You're in. Press it and you're in. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a 2-0 pitch. Foul tipped, actually. 2 balls and 1 strike. 6-4 Baltimore, our first lead of the night. And what did I tell you about late offense, folks? What did I tell you about hanging in there? 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one also missed. 2-2 to Taveras. Just had to call upon the hat. By the way, somebody said, where's the hat? Whoever said that deserves a compensation of some sort. This pitch is fouled away. Gunner over at third. We got another runner at first with 2 down. Here's the 2-2. Taveras fouls that one off. You're in, yeah, folks, you're in the best Oriole baseball channel on YouTube. You're in. 2-2 pitch. In on the hands and fouled away. Taveras having himself quite the at-bat now. Still 2-2. Meza has not done his job. Brought in to get Gunner out. Gave up the triple. Gave up another base runner on the hit batter. Ground ball by Taveras to third base. Throw across the diamond by Bohm is on the money, and the inning is over. But the Orioles rally in the 7th inning, just like a team should. We have taken our first lead of the night after putting a 4 spot on the board. After trailing by 2, we lead by 2 going into the 8th. Baltimore 6, Phillies 4. Let's go. Folks, we got 300 people here right now. And yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity because I don't have sponsors. I don't have ads to run. I mean, there are embedded YouTube ads. But, you know, between innings, the only thing I really have to promote is the channel itself. It is growing, and it needs to continue to grow. When we get a nice crowd of 300 people here, that's when I know we've got some new eyes on the channel. If you're new, if you're enjoying the coverage, well, first of all, give yourself a chance to get acclimated. I might not be your style. Let me just go ahead and tell you right now. You might not like the way I do things, but here's the deal. Give it a chance. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe at any time. There's no obligation or commitment. No salesman will visit your home. It's a pretty much no-risk proposition. Hit subscribe. Join us. Join us. Even if you're not an Orioles fan, if you just like the game of baseball, folks, it's a pretty entertaining channel over here, I'd say. I've seen a lot of play-by-play guys. None of them are as batshit crazy as me, I don't think. So, if you're into unpredictable, emotional, kind of crazy coverage, this is the place for you. At BirdWatcher, your call of Wednesday afternoon's game and the emotion you brought with it was probably my favorite call of the year. Well, thank you, 4GOX. Folks, we're back underway, and here's something I forgot to report. Yenier Cano has now come into pitch, and guess what? If you didn't hear about it, earlier today, Cano signed a 2-year contract extension. And why not? He's had himself a great season with a 2.21 ERA, and he just hit the bottom of the zone for strike one. Again, Jake Rogers making his debut as Cano's battery mate. And a swing and a foul at the plate makes it 1-2 with Alec Bohm, the batter. Bohm is 0 for 3. It's the middle of the Phillies order here in the 8th. We need 6 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. All right, folks, since we ended that inning on offense, we'll take it back over here. I am a superstitious guy. I might go back here when we come back up to hit, but for now we'll go over here. Or do you like it here? Or do you want me to back over here? Pitch is high, 2-2 the count. 2-2 of the count. Cano from the belt, the pitch. That one's late swing foul by Bohm on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Folks, if you are arriving late, please be aware that, unfortunately, the game I'm watching is a full minute maybe behind. If you're watching as well, you're going to need to get synced up with me. This pitch is low, full count to Bohm. And the best way to do that is, if you're ahead of me, to pick a moment that makes sense to pause. Usually the first pitch to whatever the next batter you see. Pause your game after that first pitch. Wait for me to catch up and call that same pitch. And when I do so, you unpause your game, and now we're synced up the rest of the way. Make sense? Okay. Again, apologies that, there's always going to be a delay of a little bit, but tonight it's more than a little bit. The Orioles have their lefty Grant Wolfram up. Here comes the payoff pitch to Bohm, and that ball's hit to right. Taveras moves 2 steps to his right, now 1 step back to his left, and makes the catch. 1 away, 5 more outs to go. Five more outs to get back to within 2 games of 500. Right as we hit that 2/3 mark of the season, with 1/3 to go. Here's Brandon Marsh. He looks at strike 1. Marsh is 0 for 3. This is actually game number 110 tonight. 2/3 would be 108 games. So actually the first game of the final third of the season was that 7-run come-from-behind win over the Tigers. Here's a ground ball hit to Holiday. He's got it. Over to first. In time. 2 away. 4 more outs to go. Four more. And let's get those subscribers in here. Let's get that odometer to roll over one more time tonight. 5460 something, folks. Sub it up. Here's Real Muto. He had a home run tonight, 1 for 3. And a sinker from Cano right in there for strike 1. Cano trying to take us to the 9th. We still have to come up to hit here in the 8th, but trying to take our pitching to the 9th with at least a 2-run lead and a chance to close the door. It's 1-1 on Real Muto. That ball swung on and a little tip at the plate. Strike 2. 1 more strike. And we are done with the top of the 8th. And if we do retire Real Muto, guess what? In the 9th inning, the Phillies will have to send up their 7, 8, and 9 hitters. That's good, but you got to get those guys out, because then if you don't, 1 batter gets on, and now the top of the order and the tying run with Turner and then Schwarber and then Harper. You know the deal. Folks, it's 2-2 now to Real Muto. Boy, look at how high up the bat handle he's got. That's an old school way of swinging the bat. Swing and a miss! And Cano strikes a pose as he gets the final out. A 1-2-3 inning for Cano. He points to the sky. The Orioles will go to the bottom of the 8th looking for some insurance at the end of 7.5. The Orioles are ahead 6-4. Come on, folks. All right. Yes, we do, Matt, but all of our bad habits, again, we are starting basically the final third of this season with that win against the Tigers on Wednesday. So let's just wipe the slate clean and let's make this final third count. Folks, you ever watch horse racing? You ever watch horse racing and see that one horse like nine horses back, like 20 lengths back from the top horse, and then they come around that final quarter mile or whatever, and down the stretch they come. And that one horse that's just been kind of waiting back, just kind of chilling, staying with the middle of the pack, and then suddenly, psh! That's what we need to do. You heard? That's what we need to do. We need to sea biscuit this shit. Pardon my French. Let's go. Hey, I need a lucky. Things are getting kind of intense around here. Things are getting a little intense. Folks, you know my thoughts on sea biscuit. I see biscuit, I eat it. It's pretty simple. What am I going to do? Pass it up? Folks, bottom of the 8th coming up. I'm an idiot. Bottom of the 8th coming up. And we will have... Who we got next? I think I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. Gravy involved? Forget about it. If you pass up biscuits and gravy, that to me is a federal offense. Folks, there's a new pitcher on for the Phillies, Chase Shugart. His ERA a little over 5 in 29 appearances. He's facing Jackson Holiday. Folks, we've got Holiday leading off, 1 for 3. Started the night 0 for 2, but last time up got a single. That average now at 261. This one's grounded off to the right foul, and the count even up at a ball and a strike. Folks, if you get a gander over at the bullpen, I'm putting my money on Tyler Wells to close this one. He did pitch 2 innings, I believe, against the Tigers on that game Wednesday, but that was a Wednesday afternoon. It's Friday night. I'm sure he's available. And they weren't 2 long innings, if memory serves, under 20 pitches. 1-2 to Holiday. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. What kind of biscuits and what kind of gravy? Cracker Barrel. The answer to both questions. Now, if you got a legit, like, Southern breakfast restaurant around you, then by all means. But if you're talking franchise, give me that, what is it called? Uncle John's plate or something. I can't remember. There's some plate where you get, like, everything. Grits, biscuits and gravy, chicken fried steak. Here's a foul ball on a 3-2 pitch. Folks, still a full count on Holiday. Come on. Gravy on a country fried steak. Folks, I'm getting hungry over here. Phantom, you better mail that to me. Cracker Barrel is nasty. You might have gone to a bad one. Here comes a 3-2 pitch again, and that is easily ball 4. That ball bouncing in there. Holiday with a leadoff walk. And Holiday, man, that confidence might be so high, he might even try to steal a base. Wouldn't that be something? Meep, meep. But for now, he walks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I might like it nasty. I once got busy in a Cracker Barrel bathroom. Here's Jake Rogers' debut, and it's a broken back grounder to second, and they're going to turn 2. auspicious debut for Jake Rogers. A broken bat double play ball to empty the bases.
Big buck, stop it all.
Came in with an 161 average. That went down a point. Base is empty, 2 down for the milkman, folks. Cowser. Cowser 0 for 1, but he did walk twice already. And he takes inside for ball 1 here. Folks, last chance to get some cows and milkmen up in the chat. The 1-0. Foul to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Baron, who's to say I didn't once get busy also in a Burger King bathroom? I mean, after all, that same song does say just grab them in the biscuits. So what restaurant you think I'm talking about? Folks, Humpty Hump. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 to Cowser. Folks, anybody got an eye on the Oriole bullpen? Because we are potentially 1 pitch away from going to the bottom of the 9th. Shugart ready in the 1-2. That is on the corner. Called strike 3, and we are going to the 9th. The Orioles need 3 outs. They lead by 2. And it is going to be Tyler Wells to come on out here and try and close the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
All right, folks, I'm spying on you now. BW is opening up his own live stream to see the chat as it is meant to be seen, not through his own studio, because I want to see some of those animated hearts flying in the Charm City chat, folks. In that lower right-hand corner, if you hover over there in that chat area, you can get those hearts moving, and I can see them moving right now. There they are. I'm pressing a few myself. Let's get as many hearts going right now. Oh, I'm tapping away. Folks, all right, keep it up. Let's get 3 outs. Let's start something here this weekend. If you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. If you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. Come on, folks. Let's make it a Good Friday. What do you say? 3 outs, and we can be very, very happy. Partridge Family style. Folks, I can't get this stupid game back up to full screen now after checking on you guys. I'm like a teacher checking in on the class. I'll be right back, class. Come on. Oh, for the love of God. All right, well, apparently I'm going to have to watch this in a very small window. Tyler Wells is coming on. Wells with an ERA of 2.72. Again, bottom of the order here for the Phillies, beginning with Bryson Stott and Jake Rogers. Before there's a pitch thrown, is going to come out to talk to Wells. I guess they need to get to know each other. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to know you. Come on, folks. 3 outs to go. Bryson Stott at the plate. And I can't get it full screen. First pitch curveball from Wells, and that did not work. It's inside and low. 1-0. Again, you really want to get a 1-2-3 inning and avoid flipping that lineup over. There's a strike. Change up from Wells on the inside. 1-1 the count. Folks, mods, of course, be aware for spoilers. And I know it sucks to have to do that, but you know, hey, folks, we might have an out here. Center field, straight away. Cowser doesn't have to move. He's got it. 1 down, 2 more outs to go. And Derek Hill, who pinch hit for Rincones last time up, stays in there on a righty versus righty situation. I think the Phillies would rather have Rincones back out there, but you already made your move, buddy. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Hill. Swing and a miss on a slider breaking off the plate. Swing and a miss to get ahead of Hill. Come on, Wells. The 0-1 pitch. Outside edge called, strike 2. Come on, Oriole crowd. Come on, Camden Yards. Get loud. Let's strike this effort out. Got him 0-2. You get him, and then you got the number 9 guy with 2 down, nobody on. The pitch. That one's lined right to first. Alonso's got it. 2 down, 1 more to go. One more to go. Come on, Charm City. Get loud. Get hyped. The batter is Justin Crawford. The crowd at the yard is on their feet. Wells ready. And the pitch. That one broke inside for ball 1. Crawford 1 for 3 with a stolen base. The 1-0 pitch. Taken just a bit inside. 2-0. Can't fall further behind. Got to go after this number 9 guy. He's not the tying run, and it only gets tougher after him. Go after him, Wells. The 2-0 to Crawford. Swung on and missed. Maybe a foul tip on the changeup. Strike 1. Again, folks, please, if you're ahead, don't spoil anything. A lot of people have committed a lot of time here tonight to tune in for this moment. The pitch. That's a little tapper to Wells. He will underhand flip to Alonso, and the Orioles are in the win column. Another come from behind job, and they start the homestand right. Gunnar Henderson's clutch 2-run triple is the difference. Final score, Orioles 6, Phillies 4. Come on, Baltimore. The Oriole bird waves the flag. The Orioles are within 2 games of 500. Let's go.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Folks, never a doubt in my mind. Never a doubt in my deluded mind. Folks, let's talk about it.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. Phillies magic, magic.
One more time. That's how you do it, folks. Holy cow, folks, if you're feeling good, I got no qualms. If you want to help out the channel, throw in a tip, super sticker, super chat, take a membership, whatevs. Again, I'm pretty much like a street performer, and I have just called another excellent ball game. If you want to throw something in the hat, now's the time. I'll acknowledge anybody that does. But don't worry if you can't. This is a channel that is free for all. Don't feel any weird stuff about when I bring that up. But we had a nice turnout here tonight. Oh, El Duderino, you've been generous enough so much already. Hey, by the way, I'm going to be talking to JJ tonight. I need to figure out what the deal is with these jewels and coins. They're in the chat. I don't know how they work. I still don't see where you find them. JJ told me once I go live, I'd be able to see them, and I'm looking in there right now, and I don't see them. Maybe I can't see it in the studio, but I can see it in the chat like I'm watching. Let's see. No, all I see are super stickers, super chats, memberships, and membership gifting. I don't know what this jewel stuff is. Maybe it's because I'm in Thailand. I don't know. But El Duderino sent a very generous super something. And hit the like button on that for El Duderino, please. Thank you, El Duderino. Appreciate it. Again, just something like that goes a long, long way. Suddenly now, you know, 1 day's worth of my rent is paid for. Just like that. All right, not quite a day, but almost. It's nice. Folks, we did it. Oh, I'm peeking in on JJ right now. He's already gone to a graphic that says postgame will begin in 3.5 minutes. Folks, by the way, once again, if you didn't hear about it already, JJ, who is the Phillies play-by-play guy, big friend, close friend, we are going to be sharing a crowd here on my channel tomorrow night. JJ, unable to make the call. He posted in his community to redirect all of his audience over to our channel here. So things could get a little bit rowdy tomorrow night, but I do ask Charm City Chat, let's try to be nice and charming. I mean, if they want to throw the first grenade, then, you know, I don't expect you to just sit there and take it. But let's not be instigators, okay? We're going to have a larger crowd in here tomorrow, and it might be, yeah, it might get a little bit rowdy. But hey, what do we got? We got 2 things to talk about if it does come to that. 1, we beat you last night. 2, 1983. That's all you got to say, folks. All right? If it gets to that. But we don't want it to get to that. We're trying to avoid that. All right. Let's take a look at this box score and see how we got to this 6-4 final. The win goes to Anthony Nunez in relief. He went 2/3 of an inning, gave up no hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Orion Kerkering, that is his first loss in relief. He had a 6-0 record before getting the L here in 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 4 earned runs, 2 hits, a walk. Well, where did that 4th earned run come from? I think a hit batter. Not a good night for Kerkering. Tyler Wells gets the save, folks. It's been closer by committee for the Orioles recently. We've seen Andrew Kittredge get some chances. We've seen Rico Garcia and, of course, Tyler Wells. Now, I think you can go ahead and safely take Rico out of the equation based on recent performances. So it might be down to a 2-man committee for now, although the Orioles could very well bring in somebody that, at least until the likes of a Bautista or a Helsley can return, might be the 9th inning choice. Hey, folks, another super chat. It comes in from Justin Thomas, 5805. He says, congrats to all you O's peeps. Folks, that's not the first super chat tonight that I've gotten from a non-Orioles fan. These are non-Orioles fans supporting the channel. Scotty did it earlier. He's a Yankee fan. Now, Baltimore, you can't be outdone, right? You don't want to get showed up like this. Hey, Justin, I appreciate it, my friend. Another exciting game, another great result. Just starting to talk about it here. All right, so the Phillies got out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Brandon Young did not have his best stuff tonight, and he was down early, giving up a RBI single to Bryce Harper and a ground ball RBI from Brandon Marsh after letting the first three batters reach. Young got himself into trouble, and that's how the Phillies took a 2-0 lead. The Orioles, however, responded immediately with 2 runs on their own from the first 2 batters they sent up to hit. Beavers got on, and then Alonso with an opposite field 2-run homer to tie the game up at 2. Phillies took the lead back in the top of the third with a solo homer from Trey Turner to make it 3-2. They then went ahead 4-2 in the 6th with another home run from JT Realmuto. Meanwhile, the Orioles, after that 2-run first, the offense definitely hit the skids against Andrew Painter over the next 5 innings, or 4 innings and change. He definitely got through our lineup a time and a half without a whole lot of fight from us. But once we got into that bullpen, much like the 7th inning on Wednesday, the Orioles got a crooked number on the board, 4 runs. Once we got Painter out of the ball game, and that was the difference. It was a 4-2 game going into the bottom of the 7th. The Orioles made it 6-4 with that 4-run rally. That included a 2-run double by Encarnacion Strand and a 2-run triple by Gunnar Henderson. That clutch man, Gunnar. You know what? I'm giving Gunnar player of the game. In spite of everything, even though Alonso, he had a homer and he scored 2 runs with his 2 RBI and had an extra hit versus Gunnar, Gunnar only had 1 hit. But damn it, it was a hit that has been a long time coming. And anything we can do to get Gunnar going is good by me. By the way, folks, the bullpen, once again, fantastic. I mean, I sat here and I kind of went inning by inning on the scoring summary. But if you didn't pick up on it, the Oriole bullpen, after 5 2/3 innings from Brandon Young, they managed to go 3 1/3 without giving up anything except 1 hit and a walk. That was Josh Walker, Anthony Nunez, Yenier Cano, and Tyler Wells combining to shut this Philly offense down the rest of the way. Fantastic. And by the way, no errors on the board tonight either. Our defense was clean. Our starter didn't have his best stuff, but he also didn't get absolutely pummeled. The bullpen was at their top tonight, and the offense, yes, it was late, but at the end of the day, 6 runs on the board, and we made the most of our hits. We really did. Both teams wound up leaving 5 men on base. Another super chat from Big Jim. He says, hopes this breaks Gunnar out of his mental block. I mean, Big Jim, if you were watching, if you saw that moment once he reached third base, he basically took his fist and just punched it into the dirt. And it wasn't one of those punches of frustration. That was a punch of like, hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let's hope Gunnar can get on a roll. If he can, suddenly this team is a formidable one. I'm going to be honest with you. If Gunnar can get it going, if the defense can hold things together, that might be the tougher ask. But if those 2 things can start falling into place in the final 2 months of this season, then this team has a chance. And again, I'll say this. I mean, I could have said this a month ago, 2 weeks ago, or today. The rest of the American League is going to rue the day that they allowed a team like us who's been struggling like this through 110 games to still work their way back to 500 and somehow find themselves in October. I'm telling you, they are keeping the door open for us, folks. The chance is there. I guess I want to look at the live standings right now. I'm not sure how updated they are, But obviously a win tonight helps us in some way, shape, or form. Let me take a look right here. Hit wild card tab, and the Orioles are now 1.5 back. Folks, we are 1 game back in the loss column right now for a postseason berth. 1 game back in the loss column for a postseason berth. The Guardians already lost tonight, so we gained a full game on that third wild card spot, which is only 1 game over 500. And again, they've played 1 extra game than us, and so we are only 1 game back in the loss column. That's it. The Guardians have 55 losses. The Twins right now have 55, and the Astros have 55. We have 56. We got to outplay those 3 teams while also keeping the likes of Seattle behind us. Seattle, I didn't realize, has been slipping. They've lost 2 in a row and now lost 7 out of 10. The Mariners are a game behind us at 53 and 57. Let's take a look at these other teams and what they're doing tonight in relation to their wild card pursuit. And I am not happy to tell you that the Astros are more than likely going to win tonight to get another half game up on us, as they are currently ahead of the Rangers 6-0 in the top of the 6th inning in Houston. So that one not going to go our way in all likelihood. Let's see. Kansas City, Colorado, who cares? Milwaukee and Angels, who cares? Tigers and Athletics, who cares? Tigers now 2.5 behind us. But the A's are ahead 1-0 if you care enough. Everything else is final. So this is the live look. The only team that's going to change that means anything to us is Houston. And again, if they do win tonight, they will actually be level with the Guardians. And depending on how that tiebreaker works out, they might actually be listed as the third wildcard team when you open up your newspaper tomorrow. Folks, remember newspapers? I vaguely remember. Right. So game 2 is tomorrow evening, 7:05 p.m. first pitch. And we've got Shane Baz taking a mound for us against a tough cookie, a lefty. We're going to have to figure out how to do something off of lefties. Twins could... Oh, that game was late starting. Right. I forgot about that. Thanks for that, Phantom. All right, so clearly we're all going to root against the Twins. The Twins might be our toughest... I forgot about that Seattle-Minnesota game. So, yeah, even though the Mariners are right behind us, we're going to be rooting for Seattle to win this one tonight. The Twins need to not be walking off with ultimate grand slams like they did with Cody Clemens. What was it, last night or 2 nights before, folks? Something that's more rare than a perfect game is for a team that comes up with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, trailing 3-0 with 2 strikes on the batter, and then hit a grand slam to win the game. That just happened to the Twins, and that has happened now, like, I think 10 or 12 times in the history of the sport, that particular situation. Crazy. So, yeah, the Twins, I mean, just a week ago, they were sitting there also wondering, are we buying? Are we selling? What are we going to do? Guys like Joe Ryan and Ryan Jeffers were rumored to be possibly departing. So they're kind of in the same boat as us, but they are, again, a game ahead of us at the moment. Do we have head-to-head with Minnesota? I don't feel like we've played them yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're not that far away. We're playing the Twins Monday through Wednesday, August 10 through the 12th. So that is like 10 days away. Before that, we've got the final 2 games against Philly, 3 more games at home against the Angels, and then we hit the road for that 10-game road trip starting in Texas. Then we go to Minnesota, and then we go to Tampa for 4. And that's where things are really going to be a challenge because that 4-game road trip to Tampa is part of a 10-game stretch that begins with 7 games against Tampa and a 3-game series against the Yankees. All that going on from mid to late August. That is going to be a test right there. Folks, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Yeah, we had the home series with the Twins. That's right. All the way back on opening day. I think they took 2 out of 3 from us, right? Or did we take 2 out of 3? Rogers won that first game, if memory serves. And then he didn't win another for a while. But, the landscape has definitely changed over the past 4 months or so. We'll see how things go with the Twins. But for now, we need to focus on these Phillies, folks. Game 2 tomorrow, a chance to clinch the series. And look, let's be honest. If we take 2 out of 3, if we don't sweep, we should be feeling pretty good about it. Because these next 2 ball games, particularly the lefty Sanchez tomorrow. Folks, I know we started the season completely inept against lefty starters. I think we started like 0-9. We figured out a way to start winning some of those games, but I think still over the course of the season, our record against lefties, not too good. Because usually we're putting out those lineups where O'Neill's in there and Mayo's going to be in there either way probably. And we're probably not going to sit Jackson. If we're sitting Jackson Holiday tomorrow, just because of the matchup, that is bad. That's not good. You gotta ride the hot hand. Hey, Justin with another super chat. Sorry, buddy. You had already sent one, and I thought I was looking at the same thing. Justin Thomas says, tuning into my Rangers till the O's play again. All right, well, then I'll see you tomorrow night, Justin. Thanks again for your support for the channel. Much appreciated. We took 2 out of 3 from Minnesota to start the season. Yeah, that makes sense because I do believe that was like being 2-1 might have been the most over 500 we've been all season. 2-1. It has been months and months and months after sliding and sliding to try to crawl our way back to 500, folks. We are 2 games back now. Since the All-Star break, we had that 3-game sweep in Houston, and we have now gone 8-5. 8-5 since the other side of the break. And remember, we won 4 in a row going into the break. So that means we are 12-5 over our last 17. 12-5 over our last 17. You play at that pace, things are going to work out for us. We got one thing we need to do for sure. Find a replacement for Dean Kramer next time through the order. Because I can't afford to see us get lit up like that again. Kramer's due to pitch game 1 against the Angels. That's coming up on Tuesday. Remember, Monday is a day off. And by Tuesday, the trade deadline will have passed. So whether it's somebody we acquire or somebody we might call up or somebody we can look to internally, I'm looking at you, Albert Suarez. I do believe Dino needs to get skipped at least one start. And then again, Chris Bassett, we got confirmation. He is 1 or 2 starts away himself from being ready to get brought back into the mix. So if you take Dino out now, if you put a Band-Aid on it with a guy like Albert for 1 game, if Albert doesn't look good doing that, maybe Povich, he can give a chance, or even Trey Gibson. And again, there might be another pitcher who we have yet to acquire that would make more sense than any of those options. We'll see. But Dino, I don't think you should be coming out there for that next start. It's just the rest of this rotation's doing good. Brandon Young, not so good tonight. It was nice to see the offense come back and take him off the hook. But, yeah, I just want to keep that momentum going. And I feel like Kramer right now is kind of a momentum stopper. And I'm not trying to dunk on Dino. It's been rough for him, but we got to take care of business. We can't make everybody happy. Kramer's going to have to, hopefully, take a step back here coming up. All right, so game 2, again, 7:05 first pitch tomorrow, folks. 6:45 p.m. we will start our coverage here on the channel. I hope everybody will be here for it. I don't know how you're going to start avoiding this team right now. This is as exciting as the season has ever been. It's going on right now. Folks, we got well over 250 likes as the room starts to fizzle out. Let me ask the 120 or so people that are still here, if you are about to head out, please make sure that you hit that like button before you do. And hope to have you back here tomorrow. I'm going to take a look and see who's streaming right now. And if I find somebody that I should send you to, I will. Give me a moment to look. I can't send you to JJ in his postgame show. His audience, especially if they're going to be moonlighting over here tomorrow, I can't do that after we beat them. But I see Rising Rhino is doing some Canadian football. And Dr. Delay, doesn't he have a... Wasn't that Pirate game still on? Oh, no, that game's over? Okay. All right, so we're going to go, I think, to Rising Rhino. Man, does he owe me some redirects. There's a lot of people out here that owe me some redirects back to me. Come on. I'm spreading love. Give me some love back. All right, hang in there. All right, Rhino, let me get that link and get it in here. Oh, my. Folks, how you feeling? Nice come from behind win tonight. I think we're gonna be buying a couple of players. What do you think? We need a lefty reliever. That's number one. We need another option there. High leverage. There we go. Control V. And there you are, buddy. It's going to be the Montreal Alouettes versus the Ottawa Red Blacks. Red Blacks? Pick a color. Can't have them both. What's a red black? All right, folks. Let's hear that song, that beautiful song, one more time.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, magic, magic.
2 games below 500. Two. 500 is reachable by Sunday evening. But again, if we take 2 out of 3 here this weekend, don't let it get you down. We'll still be 2 games under with the Angels coming to town, and that's definitely a chance to reach 500 right there. Folks, that's going to wrap things up here. The coverage tonight, once again, you know it was fantastic. You know it was great. You know darn well that Charm City is fortunate to have coverage like this in a community like this on YouTube. Second to none, in my opinion. I'm a little bit biased, but second to none. I'm going to go ahead and stick with that, folks. 270-something likes. Fantastic. Not going to get greedy and try to stick around for more, but great work by everybody. The mods, everybody helping out with Super Chats, Magic Membership, new subscribers, all that good stuff, folks. The channel continues to grow, and the team continues to start playing better. We did have a 14-0 loss in this stretch, but again, what is it? What did I say? 14. What What's our record? 15-6 since I don't know. We've been winning at a good clip lately. I already forgot. But anyway, I got to go. Okay? I'm done. I need to reserve my energy for Saturday night. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Have a good Saturday day, but you better be back here tomorrow night, folks. Let's take the series. Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Final score here tonight, the Orioles win it 6-4. And sending it out to Rising Rhino. Until tomorrow, take care, everybody.